Check, 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 check.
I'm here.
What's going on? Welcome to the SPS podcast. You are now tapped in with DJ Strata and the Raw Bunch. I am your host and moderator. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to our SPS podcast YouTube channel. We always gonna drop the link. I'm gonna do that here in a few seconds for all our YouTube watchers. Again, if you on Facebook, always chime in. We love your comments. But if you want to join the panel, again, you would either have to go to my personal page. I think Bino and CJ might have shared it, the StreamYard link. But I'm going to share the StreamYard link real quick. We're going to get right to the show. First off, Bino, what's good, brother? How you been?
I'm cooling. What's good with y'all?
Cool. How's your day?
It was light work for sure.
Tenfold. Empress, what's up with you?
I'm well, cooking it right now. Day was good though. You know, we got hit with that 10 inches of snow down here in New
Oh, damn. No,
yeah, it was different. It was very much so.
Oh, you in the NO too? Yeah, we got some
Yeah,
good people from the NO. They were saying the same shit for sure.
it was fun though. I ain't gonna lie, it's record breaking, like historical moment for all of us. Kids had fun that they'll never get to experience unless they go visit somewhere else and do it again. But honestly, it wasn't that bad because the snow was almost gone. Way better than faster than the melt back home.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I love it. I love it. Saudi, what's good with you?
I don't know if y'all can hear me. Am I still
Yep.
having feedback?
No,
Okay.
you're perfect.
Oh, I'm good, y'all. Just getting off of work, so I'll catch y'all in a little bit.
All right, for sure. CJ, what's up with you, brother? On mute.
Fucking tired as hell. That's what. If it ain't the snow, if it ain't the job, if it ain't the people, fuck, it's just air. Hell, but I'm here.
That's all. That's what counts. That's what counts, man. We're gonna get straight to the show. Willful, delusional ignorance. This is another part of our series, and tonight we'll be talking about money in relationships. Again, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So, just like we did the shows before, we're gonna always remind our guests. If you haven't caught the other series, make sure you go to the YouTube channel, check our other videos from this very segment. You know, we're gonna walk it all down. So before we start the show, we're gonna frame it correctly. We're gonna get to some stats, and then we're gonna get straight to the show. Y'all ready? Y'all good? All right, let's do it. All right, so framing the convo. Delusion, a person having a strong or unreasonable belief that is out of touch with reality. An example of that would be, I know, but I just don't give a fuck, right? Ignorance is lacking knowledge, education, or awareness. That's more like the, oh shit, I didn't know that. Again, it's important that we frame it so that way when we use these words moving forward, we all know what we're speaking about and we're talking about them and framing them correctly. Now, before I actually get into any videos or questions, let's go through money and relationships by the numbers. So we're going to start with the numbers. I'm going to get y'all feedback on these stats. Then we'll get to our questions. So by the numbers, 7 in 10 married or cohabiting couples have had a financial disagreement in the past year. Married couples who fight about financial issues have about $30,000 in consumer debt on average. 87% of people who say their marriage is great say that they work together with their spouse to set long-term financial goals. Arguing over personal finance issues every week increases the likelihood of divorce by more than 30%. 41% of married couples with consumer debt argue most about money compared to just 25% of debt-free couples. And lastly, 43% of those with $50,000 or more in consumer debt feel embarrassed talking about personal finances compared to just 10% of those who are debt-free. I'm going to let that stay up for a second. Y'all give me a head nod, a little yurt, something to let me know that y'all kind of got the statistic that speaks to you. And then we're going to go around and kind of get y'all to pick a stat. And we're going to actually start the baseline and start building on this convo.
Yeah, well, don't wait on me. You know how I am with this part of the show.
Yeah, for sure. What's up, Sneak?
I'm just taking in the information. All these stats are new to me.
Oh, yeah. Everybody kind of good? Okay. I need to find one for myself. Give me 1 second. All right, got it. Y'all good?
Yeah.
Now let's do it. Empress, which statistics stood out to you the most?
The $30,000 in consumer debt.
Why did that one stick out to you the most?
Because most people don't even got that. They still argue about money.
You said they don't have 30,000,
No,
or they don't have 30,000 in debt.
In debt, and still
You think?
argue about it. I think the money is a source of power for people, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's used as a source of control as well. This is one topic that I genuinely hate, even in my own personal situation, is money talks. Because if a person is unbalanced within themselves and they're like, money controls them, and it's like money conversations always turn into a disastrous argument because they just don't understand the function of it. But they don't even be $30,000 in debt. They're just overly consumed with the thought of money, period. And it drives them loco.
So you think that the anxiety of money is what causes a lot of these issues?
The anxiety around like everything falling apart and collapsing, no control. Money is a source of power, and power is control to people. So they use it as a power tool. But it don't even be $30,000 worth of debt. You got people you got people that's pissed both.
Mm-hmm.
They got money fights. It ain't even got to be that. Like, I see the stats are up there, and it's like stats, but it's like, whew, that's a different caliber of people compared to the like absolute norm. Actually, it's because they don't have that. I don't know. That's why I'm like, I'm looking at the stats. These are all new to me.
Yeah, I think that the way the stats were framed with the one you're speaking of, I think it's 30,000 combined of that. So if you think about somebody that's rent up a few credit cards, let's say you got $1,000, credit card, you got that, maxed that out, fucked it up, got another credit card, you owe, you're upside down on your vehicle.
I watch people fight over a food stamp card, bro.
But I think that speaks to the point, like you said, that money conversation, no matter
it's
what
like,
level.
Yeah, it's like no matter high level or low level, like it's really
real.
The people relationship with money is unhealthy. That's just that.
I like it.
A lot of people just have unhealthy relationships with money, period. And two unhealthy people that have unhealthy relationship with money are going to have an unhealthy relationship around finances together combined.
That's fair. I like it. Before we go any further, Jalen, what's up with you?
Buenas noches.
Hey, Jalen.
Jalen, what's good? What's good?
Buenas noches, Jalacita.
I see you got the baddie glasses on.
Chill out, man.
You already know how he coming, Jay.
He like his baddie glasses.
Let's get straight to Bino. What stat jumped out to you, or do you want to speak to just money?
Yeah, I don't do all that because them shits I don't be surprised by the numbers. I mean, I ain't surprised, man. Like all the numbers, all the reasons of divorce, for the most part, was dealing with money. Whether it was the debt, whether it was motherfucking people. All right, I say this. The one where it was like people, the marriages last longer when people set long-term financial goals. Sticks out to me in a positive way. You know what I'm saying? Kind of similar to what I ain't gonna say what Empress was saying because she didn't really say it, but to me, the way I would interpret what she was saying is when that's a healthy mindset. When two people can sit down and say, hey, we're gonna have we're gonna set these long-term financial goals for ourselves and we're gonna work together to get there. You feel what I'm saying? That's two healthy, financially aware or intelligent people. You know what I'm saying? Who understand their income, who understand their debt to income ratio, who understand these things, who understand what the income would be when they come together. So it's basically two smart financially people come together. And when you have two smart people financially coming together, it makes more sense of why their marriages last longer. If you have one person that's financially irresponsible and one person that is financially responsible, then you're gonna have them clashes, right? You got one person that is in debt and they got to try to help you out of that debt. So like, for instance, like not trying to get off the numbers, but before I get married, I want to make sure I ain't in debt and I'm not marrying a woman that's in debt. Like we both gonna get out this debt before we even goddamn get married. If we got debt, you feel what I'm saying?
100%.
So for a nutshell, I'll let everybody else go, but just to base on the numbers, that's what stuck out to me in a positive way.
I like that a lot, bro. That's some fire shit. I think that most people can learn from that. Like you said, it goes back to even what Empress is saying, doing the work of the self. And I think that managing your debt is your word. So getting them shits down to zero or something manageable, it makes sense because if you can't even control your impulse to spend and buy, then how the fuck are you going to do anything healthy with anybody else? So I think that that's valid, Bino. And I think that more people should at least strive to control their own debts before they step into something serious. Jalen, I'm gonna go to you next, but because you popped in, did you get a chance to check the stats out? If not, I can put them back up.
Yes, I was stalking the video before I joined this time.
For sure. We love you for that. We love you for that. Which one stuck out to you?
The last one, 43% of those with 50,000 or more in consumer debt felt embarrassed talking about personal finances versus the debt free.
Why did that one stand out to you?
I think that it's the main contributor as to why people have problems in their marriage or just a long-term relationship. Having debt is not something that you should be hiding from your partner. Honestly, I don't think you should hide anything from your partner, but I know some people like to, have secrets. They don't like to divulge things. But if you're with somebody that you can't divulge the good and the bad parts of you two, then there's no reason for you two to be together. If you got to change yourself in order to be palatable for that person and you weren't doing anything bad in the first place, what they didn't want you, they just wanted what you could give them. Leave them. Because in the long run, you'll regret doing what you did for them in the first place because it wasn't for you. Anyway, having debt doesn't just affect you. It affects your partner. It affects your future children. Coming from a person whose father died, and I didn't know that he had so much debt. And a lot of the debt that he accumulated, I couldn't even write off or get rid of. I have to pay it by law because I am the executor of his estate. It's so many moving parts when it comes to finances that people need to learn. And sometimes you'll have to learn that with your partner. Because let's be real, a lot of us don't know shit about financial literacy, which is why you're 50,000 plus in debt. So just be honest, bro. We all got debt. We all got shit on our credit report. I'm pretty sure we've all done messed up. There's no reason to be hiding it. It's going to come out at some point, especially if y'all get married.
That's a fact. That is a fact. I got a personal question, just one more layer deep. I'm not going to delve too much. Was there any advice you would give to someone that might find themselves in a similar situation to where, let's say, they lost a loved one and they're responsible? Is there anything that you can give advice-wise that could help somebody else navigate with that? Be it a spouse that they lost or a parent? Like, how do you think they should go about setting up that type of thing?
If you got their social security number, check their credit report yourself. Don't rely on them to give you the information. If you got their information, look their shit up. Because if you don't and you get blindsided, they're dead. You can't fight them. You can't cuss them out. You can't call and be like, what the fuck you got me into? They're dead. They're gone. So look that shit up while they're alive and at least have the conversation.
That's a bar. I love that. I appreciate that. CJ, which one stuck out to you, brother?
For me, y'all hear me good? For me, it's definitely that 7 out of 10 married or cohabiting couples have a financial disagreement in the past year. That number, that 7 out of 10, it'd be a lot lower if they did basically what Jalen said. If they talked about this stuff, but if anything, they should have been talking about these financial shits because it says married, so or cohabiting. They should have had this conversation long beforehand when they was getting to know each other. Especially if you already had in your mind like, I want to go a long distance with this person. That conversation about finances should have definitely became a thing. So yeah, the fact that it's 7 out of 10, that's crazy. Like if you actually had that conversation, because a lot of folks don't have them sensitive conversations. That's the problem with a lot of couples falling apart. They don't have the big conversations, the serious conversations. If they had that one about finances, you're gonna be shocked later on when you find a motherfucker like $100,000 in debt or some shit like that.
That's a bar. I like it.
That's some real. Yeah, I like that, CJ. What CJ said. A lot of things would definitely be said, done, and over with if they can sit and have that kind of sensitive and kind of uncomfortable conversation, because the conversation really isn't that uncomfortable. It's just that we aren't used to having people in our business. So when it comes to inviting people into your business, it's a big leap for a lot of people, and they tend to be secretive about it. But you really can't even fault people on that. because it comes with a level of transparency as well. And financial literacy really isn't a common thing. It's becoming more common. And then like sharing personal financial information, we've been always taught to keep everything tucked in the mattress like drug money. You understand what I'm saying? Keep your hands out my pocket, not really let nobody in on your business. So when it comes to having to be open about that type of stuff, it takes a certain level of I want to be with you for a long time and I care enough about you to put you in my business in that manner to come about. And people don't even long term think in relationships to be in with some term. So they always got their little side plan, and that side plan requires their money. So, you know, they don't be open about it, but that's just their own thing. It's all about a coming to.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think
I think that's what a lot. Oh, go ahead, Jalen.
the only way marriage is going to work is if y'all are open. That's the only way that's going to work until death, unless y'all just okay with being secretive.
And superficial.
Yeah, like you just gonna have a superficial marriage where y'all, playing the roles, playing the part, but nothing ever really gets done that is really necessary. Like having these types of conversations.
Nothing that's going to leave a legacy behind anyway.
That part. I love it. Saudi, which stat stood out to you the most?
Um, I think the stat that stood out to me is the 41% of married couples with consumer debt argue most about money compared to, of course, the 25%. And basically, like everybody said, I feel like the same way that people go to like couple counseling or marriage counseling, there's financial counseling, there's financial literacy classes. So I just feel like instead of just pondering on them thoughts and having those continual arguments, then, take the time out to get the help financially. Get what is it called? Like an advisor, just to be more educated. So then those conversations aren't so hard to have. Those arguments aren't going to be so hard because now you have an outsider that's helping y'all both manage that.
I like it.
Oh, I
That's
was
fair.
about to say something.
You got it.
All right, I can say something. And then
Yeah.
like the main part, like where the finances get messed up between people is that they forget that like, marriage is also a business. And they're not business partners. There are two people with two separate businesses not merging their business together to make one union, to unite the front. So because of that, it's going to always be an imbalance in money because you got two people with two totally different goals. Therefore, they have two totally different financial goals to reach too individually because they're not building collectively to leave a legacy. Once again,
That's a bar.
See, for me, yeah, everything what y'all saying hit right. So like me, like I'm more. I like to think I'm a realist. Like so, shouts out to DJ Hamp. Like he say, like how you do anything is how you do everything. So I'm not going to you like to expect somebody to talk about. I think being broke or being in debt is probably one of the most embarrassing things a person can have. So it's like if a person ain't willing to tell me they other things outside of money, their dark moments, the skeletons in their closet, I damn sure ain't going to expect them to tell me about the bread, right? So it's like a level 1 to 10 process with me. You know what I'm saying? Like if you act like everything was peaches and cream outside of your finances, you damn sure ain't gonna tell me shit is not peaches and cream with your finances. You know what I'm
But why
saying?
stay with
So it's
somebody like that?
no. I'm just saying this is I'm not.
No,
What I'm
no,
saying is
I'm. That's like a general question. That's not even.
yeah, but that's what people do, Jalen. Right? They sit in these relationships, don't even know like a motherfucker got the perfect dude or the perfect girl because they motherfuckers ain't too impressed. Like I ain't gonna get into the whole body thing, but it's similar to like tell me your skeletons. You feel what I'm saying? Tell me your shit. 'Cause if you can't tell me your skeletons just on some personally shit, you damn sure ain't gonna tell me financially, right? So it's like I'm gonna judge you off how honest you are before we even get to the financial part. You know what I'm saying? Without me having to ask you either. You feel what I'm saying?
That's
I
actually
mean,
a requirement for me.
I'm just putting that out there. I'm just saying, like, you feel what I'm saying? So
That's one of my
that's
requirements. Like for us to be serious, you got to be willing to tell me your skeletons. Because I got
yeah,
mine.
yeah,
I'm willing to.
right,
It is what it is. It's my
right,
past.
right.
Man, look,
But I was about to
Bro,
say,
not
a
not
lot of
all the
people
skeletons got to
I
be
didn't say
told.
all. Listen, I probably ain't did half as what you do. You probably kills. I don't know. I don't know why you being so secretive. Maybe you were Hitler. I don't know. But
Right.
ain't nothing you.
Hitler.
Here's how I see it. and I hate to be like Christian-y, ain't nothing you've been through, and this is what I would say to my partner, ain't nothing you've been through in your past that'll scare me off if I love you that much.
Right.
Now, if you fit all my requirements, you fit my requirements. Man, if you fucked up when you were a teenager, you fucked up.
That part.
You're not a teenager no more. You're not at that point no more. It's just a skeleton. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's how I feel.
To answer Jalen's question when she was like, well, why I stay with someone? A lot of people find themselves in relationships and they stay in those relationships based off of a lot of different other characteristics like trauma bonding, or, you know, one person is not financially stable and the other one is. So it's just like, I just feel like it's a lot of different reasons why people find themselves stuck in those situations.
Right, but I think the more so the point
that's why
is none of
people
the
will
reasons
never
be
really
good
know
though.
each other though.
Right. The point is none of the reasons are ever good reasons.
No, I agree upon that.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying it's like they're not good. I'm just saying there's those reasons.
Yeah.
I think that what trips me out the most is how ass backwards we do things. Like I said, we willing to get naked and do all types of nasty foul shit to each other. When I ask you about your wallet and that's where your boundary is, like what the fuck are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like I can know all your
what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Like,
Yeah. See, that's where he goes too deep for me, CJ. That's where he goes.
Like, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong?
Hey, if I hold on, if I decide that I'm gonna fold you like origami paper, that is totally different from you asking me, hey, what you make last week on your paycheck? That's crazy as hell.
Okay, this is the thing. All right, let me throw the caveat in and level set the convo because y'all about to take us where they supposed to go. If
You want to say it first?
Yeah, I didn't get it. I gotta lay the premise. I didn't lay it down right. Pause. So the rest of that premise is if we're fucking and we're on our way to actually being in a relationship, like if we are taking each other serious, if we done did the do, we done got nasty and got butt naked, like why can't I know what your credit score is? Like why is that the whoa nigga, you asking for too much? Like you just let me do all this freak nasty shit and we talking about, you know, putting our lives together and now I can't know your credit score. That's ass backwards, bro.
Strata,
Hey,
listen, for example, right? You both decide to move in together. You want to put him on the application for the apartment.
Right.
The application come back. Oh, he done had 2 evictions. Why didn't you tell me this before I put you on the application? We could have worked this out. I could have just put me on there. You could have been a roommate. What? Why you hiding this? What's the point? The point is, CJ, we gonna find out at some point. God is very funny.
Yes.
He is gonna come out. You might as well be honest up front.
Mm-hmm.
Before you
with the
really
premise
care about.
With the premise Strata cleaned up, which is the relationship thing. Yeah. He didn't say that first. He said fucking ain't got nothing to do with my credit.
Yeah, y'all know what he meant.
Y'all know the fuck I meant.
No, we didn't. I know what he said. No, I know what he said, so I'm gonna go by what he said.
Now all of a sudden y'all GPAs is a 2.0 and y'all don't know what he meant.
Hey man, I don't know.
No. At the end of the day, Strata be saying, he already said enough twisted shit and twisted questions, so I gotta go by literally what that nigga said. Fuck that. Unless he put the statement in there, we leading into a relationship. He didn't do it. So he didn't do it. Me and Bino was on the same page. Like, nigga, what the fuck that got to do with my credit stuff? I'm just fucking you. Like, come on now. He ain't say it. Fuck that.
Y'all are funny. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the SPS podcast. Man, with that, we're gonna get to our first question for the night. I think I want to start here. What are the biggest delusions people carry into relationships about money and gender roles? What are the biggest delusions that people carry in relationships about money and gender roles?
The biggest delusion that motherfuckers carry is having a traditional conversation in today's time. Like just traditional, what grandma or fucking granddad used to do is delusion within itself. Because nothing is the same as back in the day. The cost of living, how you get your money, how you feed your family, how you cut the fucking grass, how you get your car goddamn fixed. None of that shit the same. So the whole traditional, and it ain't going back there. It ain't. The whole traditional conversation is delusion within itself, and that's how you get into gender roles, and the 50-50 conversation, or the man needs to take on the 100%. That's how you get into these conversations, because people still looking back into a fucking time that they won't even fucking living in, that they only got fucking clips off the internet or movies from. Like, you don't even understand why they had to do the fuck them things they had to do. Had is the key word. Had. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's delusion within itself, right there. That soon as somebody bring up the traditional, what used to be conversation, my shit fell off my fucking face.
Let's go, Jalen, and then we'll go CJ, Saudi, and then Empress. Jalen, what are the biggest delusions people carry into relationships about money and gender?
I got a couple that pop in my head.
Let's walk them down. Let's do it.
Okay, the first one is that money should always be split 50-50.
Like that one. That was going to be mine. Why do you say that? Why do you think that's delusional?
Because considering I'll talk about my experience. I've usually always made more than the people I've been with. I've never lived with them, but we've obviously done things that required money with each other, like vacations and stuff. Just things that we wanted to pay for together. If he makes less than me, our 50-50 ain't gonna make sense. In my opinion, if you are able, like, let's say you can afford to get the Airbnb. You got the Airbnb, I'll get the tickets. That's
like
the
that.
50-50 I
like
imagine.
I like
Not
that.
let's calculate and divide by 2 and then this is what we pay. That shit's stupid as hell. I'm not sitting there every month when the bills are due. Now let's sit down and do the calculations and the mathematics and divide by 2 and then bro, no, I'm not doing that. You got the internet, the utilities, I get the mortgage, we good. Cool,
like
cool. That's it.
I like that. What do you think? Let's stay there and then we'll get to your next one. Why do you think that people have bought into this bullshit? Why do you think we're at the place we're at now?
Because the women want to feel independent and useful, and the men don't want to feel emasculated.
Oh, she slide that in there, but we ain't gonna go there.
Oh no, go there.
That shit in there.
Give me a second.
No, it's the truth. Because if she made, okay, Bino, if your girl was making $150 a year and was like, you know what, babe, I don't want you to work. Just stay at home with the kids. All you got to do is take care of the house. Your homeboy's gonna dog the fuck out of you, Bino. And you know it.
The average dog would, but I get a pat on my back.
Exactly. All right. So y'all don't want to feel emasculated. Now, what's the problem?
No, see, it's okay. Emasculate, right? We don't want to feel emasculated. I don't think you stand at home taking care of the kids and fucking with the crib makes you feel emasculated. How the woman treats you because you took that role makes us feel emasculated. So that's why I say you slid that in there. Like the women don't. If I know never been in that position, but from the outside looking in, it's like women try to take on the masculine role because they know they're paying the bills. They strong arm that role. So their attitude, the way they talk to you is different, and that what makes the man feel emasculated.
So
more. What you got, Jalen?
Here's how I see it, and this is for a man or woman. If you are paying 100% of anything, you gonna feel like it's 100% yours, correct? Because you are 100% paying for it, right? If
No,
you
not in
are
marriage.
paying your, are you sure?
I'm sure. Like I think, dudes will still do 100% of everything financially, and still the women to still have some type of voice in reality. I know we don't talk like this a lot when we be talking back where we be at, but in reality, women still be having plenty of opinions and voice, even when the dude is running 100% of the shit financially.
But when she get on your nerves and you get mad, it's your house, right? I pay the bills in this motherfucker, right? That's what really pop out, right? So, like
No,
I
that's
said,
a minority thing. That's a
that's
minority
not
thing.
It's
that's
not a minority thing because I experienced that.
You
personally.
experienced it, and you just
Well,
simply a
you
part of the
experience
minority.
you minority.
That's
Yeah.
Do
not
you
what.
experienced it, and you are a
Hold
part
on,
of the minority.
CJ.
Hold on. First off, because I already knew where this was going. I knew where this was going. I knew y'all was about to take it there. That's why I was waiting to see if Bino was gonna get it, but I knew y'all was gonna take it. As a dude that makes the money I make, I've been around enough dudes that make around that same amount of money, but I also know a couple of girls that's in my bracket. Some of them girls do the exact thing the niggas that y'all trying to say that the niggas do. The girls are the ones that do that. Most men in most relationships make more than the woman. Majority of men that make more than the woman in those relationships are not flaunting or bragging or making it a big deal that they make all the money or they're paying all the bills. Most men ain't doing that. Then we flip these roles around with the women. I'm telling you now, majority of my homegirls that make more than the minute they're dating, it's including those married ones. Shout out, I ain't gonna say her name, but they literally every now and then gotta flaunt. Let it be known. Gotta remind that man that she's the breadwinner. Majority of men ain't doing that. But if the roles gets reversed, majority of women are. That's what that is. I ain't saying that the opposites ain't happening, but most men ain't bragging or making a big deal that they're making more money. But if that woman is the one that's the breadwinner, oh, she gonna let it be known.
I'm talking about the psychological, like your inner conscious is telling you it's yours because you pay it all. I'm not saying that you're out here bragging and being an asshole about it, but if
it's your inner conscious, that shit's irrelevant. Nobody hears that shit. It's what you hear is what affects the person. If I see 20 women and I internally feel like out of those 20 women, 15 of them motherfuckers is ugly as hell, that shit don't affect them. But if I openly, verbally say, hey, you some ugly ass bitches, but these 5 right here, they fire, they gonna be in their feelings. Somebody gonna feel some type of way, right? That same rule will apply to the married couples where if the man, if he's the one that's making less money than the woman, and in most cases, that woman is going to, at some point, going to bring up the fact that I'm the breadwinner or I make the money, and she's going to do it in her way verbally, because we live in a world where men win more wars physically while women win more wars and battles verbally. So when it comes to the case of the woman making more money than the man that she's married to, it ain't like she about to, oh, I make more money, bitch slap. No, she just gonna simply verbally say that shit, and she could just use all the words she can. And unless that man got some shit where he can have an exit plan, he probably not gonna say but so much. He gonna keep his mouth shut.
All right. So let's address. I'm Jalen, and then we're gonna get
that's cap. That's literally cap.
So, fine. Let's go with your premise, CJ. If that's the case, why are men stating that divorce proceedings are unfair?
Because that shit is unfair.
What is that? What is hold on. What does divorce proceedings have to do with a woman flexing that she makes more money?
The point is, I gave it to you that they may not verbally say it in the relationship, even if they're paying 100% of the bills. But when it's time to separate and the finances are blended and she hasn't been working and it's time to diversify and you owe her like $1,000 a month, she gets the house that you pay for, why are you considering that unfair if you don't see it as yours?
Because at the end of the day, just like you said in the beginning, that he paid for, that he brought.
Then why
at the end of the day, if she was a housewife and did nothing, then I would even feel like, well, shit, everything that's here, I literally brought. If I'm about to lose it all, that's crazy work. Now, if they're together, he's not thinking that because he's not losing it. They're in the house together, so of course he's not thinking that. But if they're going through a divorce, yeah, I'm going to think, oh, I'm going through a divorce. Everything that I've worked my ass off for is about to be snatched up by somebody that put no work in for it. It's a different story if we go into this married couple together with nothing. We build up this empire together, and then when we break up, all right, we're going to split shit down. It is what it is. You get yours, I get mine because we put this together. That's different. But if you'd got it that you put the money into everything that's here, all this is because of you, had little to none to do with her, guess what? Yes, I think anybody's going to feel some type of way that you about to lose everything and it's about to be given to somebody that put no work in it. That makes sense.
What I said was correct in the beginning.
Yeah. It was correct because now you're trying to justify her not working and saying that she took care of the house, which is a full-time job, and if y'all had kids, that's even another full-time job. You're trying to make it seem like she didn't put any work. When you came home, there was dinner. Now you're trying to justify that she did nothing, so you shouldn't take care of her afterwards for her to get back on her feet.
I think we're talking on two different things because my argument was that the woman is going to flex if she's the breadwinner compared to the man who will not do all that.
We're not talking about two different things. We're talking about the same thing. I'm talking about your last statement that you just said.
My last statement was only made because she shifted it to make a scenario about a divorce and that the woman that had nothing and the man had everything, and then if they have a divorce, he loses half of it. Why is he complaining? The reason why he's complaining because he's literally losing everything to a woman that did none of the work to get what's here. That was I'm only responding to that statement, but prior to her making this scenario about a man being upset because he's losing everything to a woman that did nothing for it, my statement was that a woman that makes more money, that's the breadwinner, will flex in most cases, will flex if she's the breadwinner in that married couple. Nobody has debunked me on that or say anything about that. Y'all switched it and changed it to a scenario about a man being upset that he lost everything in a divorce.
CJ, I didn't switch it. My point was it all ties back to the arrogance rears its ugly head at some point, how you truly feel about paying for everything. Whether it's at the divorce proceeding, whether it's during the relationship where a woman feels like she's doing too much for you and you need to do more, it's going to show because you are working your ass off doing everything and this person isn't.
No, that's not it. Because if you're a married couple, and he's doing all this stuff, he's doing it. Why? Because he's married. He's doing it because he's doing it for his wife. If they got kids, for the kids, he's doing it for the family. That's why he got the house. That's why he's got all this stuff in there. And if he ends up being like the man guy, that's his mentality. Is damn near what a lot of guys are raised up to do. They're going to do those things. So when he loses it all, if he loses it all because he's with a woman that really did nothing to gain, that to get all the stuff that he built up for, yeah, he's gonna feel some type of way. That's just a natural feeling. It's just gonna happen. It wouldn't be that way if y'all both put the work in together. It wouldn't be the same way.
I think that the level set the conversation.
Right, it wouldn't be the same way. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, you good. I think the level set the conversation. To speak to Jalen's original premise, the idea is that if it is financially lopsided, when things get contentious, it's easy for resentment to creep in on whoever is on the upside. I don't think that's gender specific. I think you start resenting if you already know we going into this shit a little lopsided. And I ain't talking about like I make 10,000 more than you. It's like I'm talking about no, I make 60,000 more than you do. It's clear that I'm carrying the weight, man or woman. When you decide to make that commitment because you like somebody, this is what I'm saying. I think both of you, I think y'all are saying the same thing, but the gender is hanging the conversation up. I can see naturally how a man and or a woman would have resentment. I think what we differ is how they express resentment. So the timeline of when you express it, I think that does differ for a man and woman. Back to the gender roles at the bottom, men naturally have a propensity to want to provide for the woman they with. So financially, we already know that's what we signed up for. So that level of resentment might not show in every argument if you have a centered man. But to CJ point, if I done did all this motherfucking work and I'm busting my ass, we together, and we get divorced, it's like, yo, I just signed up and bet on a losing horse. Like, I did all the shit.
You the one filing for the motherfucking divorce, and then you're going to take my shit.
Exactly. So I think that, but again, I think that's why I said I think that the resentment, to Jalen's original point, I think is gender neutral. Because if you take a woman, back to what Lauren was saying in the comments, It is very taboo for a woman. It's very rare you find a woman that has to be the financial backbone 80% of the time that want to go to her homegirls, her mama, his people, and kind of let it be known I'm carrying this nigga. Because everybody gonna question why you with this nigga. We know that's how the game go, right? So to their point, if she already is quietly doing it and you want some bullshit on top of her being a financial load, I think it's fair to say that, yeah, she gonna have resentment. And to CJ's point, she might just pop that shit off when y'all arguing. I think that's the only difference.
No. That's cool and all. If it wasn't for Jalen saying, what if your old lady made 150 and she say, Bino, stay home, take care of the kids, be a house bee. She said that. So when we say, when y'all saying that women normally, there's not a flex or women normally don't want to do it, no, she offered that only because she makes more money than me. So in her mind, she's already, I make more money than him, let him stay home. Let me go out and get the bread. Already, just because she makes more money. So everything will be cool that you said if it wasn't for originally why we having this conversation is because of Jalen question.
Yeah.
Yeah, my point was that it's gender neutral.
Yeah. I agree. I think it is gender neutral if you were talking about how resentment can build if you carry the financial load to somebody that for whatever reason doesn't seem to want to help work with you, knowing that you bear the brunt of it. I think with men, we have a high tolerance for it because we built for it. Like we already know that it's gonna be on us. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to take most of the financial brunt, period. So I think it would take us longer to build resentment because we wired that way as men. Right? But if you remove us, let's take the $50,000 dude, let's say he married a $20,000 woman, and it's like, yo, I'm already struggling to keep this shit afloat. Like we already kind of in the trenches for real. I don't need to deal with your shit right now, right? And if I put a ring on it, we trying to build out, and you give me strife, I think that resentment is going to show up, like you said, a little bit more. But to y'all point, we know that there are boss women walking around this motherfucker that will purposely get with men that make less and can't wait to drive the screws with them because back to Empress' original point, it ain't about the money, it's about the control. But I don't want us to get caught in the crevices of fucked up thinking people and try to make it like this is the mass representation of men and women. But can we at least level set it to if you're carrying, let's say 80% of the financial load or more, that if it gets contentious, it could cause resentment. Can we all level set there at least? Is that fair? Or am I missing something?
Yeah, because resentment is hard feelings. So yeah, you're gonna have some feelings behind it, and they're gonna be hard. That's resentment.
Yeah.
It don't be intentional, but it do be your fault. So the resentment don't even be on the other person. It be on you for signing up for some shit you really ain't want to sign up for. You just didn't think it was gonna work out in that fashion and manner. Control.
That may gonna
Control
come from,
all over again.
Thank you, Impress. And your resentment gonna come from you doing it for control. Because if you doing it for an honest,
you wanted the result that you ain't gonna get. That's unrequited love. You signed up for somebody to show you some type of praise because you signed up to help them. If they the flop, I'm sorry.
That's another delusion.
It is. It's very delusional. It's like people is. Oh my god.
Love will not conquer financial.
Right, and it's like all of this talk, right? And I was sitting here thinking while everybody was, just conversating and stuff, and I'm like, bro, it's crazy. Like when you take the divine out of like relationships and union, that's all you got is money. So of course they gonna fight over that. You'll never be satisfied if money is all you seek. It's never enough.
That's a bar. CJ, I see the facial wrinkles in between your eyebrows. What's going on?
Man, y'all got it.
I did it. It's me again.
Yeah, y'all got it. Cause that shit, the way how y'all wording it, that ain't hitting my ears right. And I ain't like,
why?
Nah.
Yeah, let's walk it down. Why not?
Because y'all talking about something about resentment.
You're out.
Growing up, most men grow up being told they're gonna be taking care of the woman, they're gonna be the main provider, whatever. That's kind of what we get told in our head, right? I'm not conceding the shit. That's why I'm over here making this face. So, like, most men do that, and in most cases, when a man gets in a relationship with a woman, he's more than likely making more money. That most men that they want to build this family, he's doing more of the financial part to build that family. Mm-hmm. When they get married, he's the one that's probably using the finances that he has to provide for this marriage or this wedding and whatnot. So when a divorce happened, which we've already done at least in 4 or 5 pods, that most divorces are started by the woman, majority, since those are the big words y'all like. So when that happens, that's when the resentment kicks in. I don't see most men that go through this entire process using their finances to build this family, this life, or whatever, having resentment. Most of them ain't doing that. The resentment don't kick in into that divorce. And more than likely, it's the divorce that she started it. It's not the divorce that he started, because if he started a divorce, it's not resentment. It's him probably saying, you know what, I'm over it. I'm fed up. That's not resentment. That's just him saying, I'm throwing in the white towel. Well, if she does the divorce, yes, there's resentment, because he know everything he just built up, more than likely with his finances, is now about to get snatched up, whether it's 40% of it, 30% of it, or more than, or whatever the case is. It's the fact that it's all about to get, to some degree, some of it or all of it's about to get snatched up. That's what a resentment is. So this whole thing about having resentment and this long, and it's way early, no, that resentment, the resentment part don't really happen for most men. I can see y'all can say, oh, it happens across the board, but we're talking about this whole majority and minority. No, majority of the time it's not happening for men until that divorce kicks in.
I don't agree with that. I think the divorce is just the catalyst. When she's not doing what you tell her to do, when she's not listening to you, when she's going off and doing whatever she wants to do, that's when that resentment starts building up. I'm doing all this shit for somebody who don't listen. I'm doing all this shit for somebody who's not, being a good wife or taking care of the kids the way I want her to, or being there for me the way I want her to. Now you gonna take my money too? Fuck you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, non-red pill. So divorce is a catalyst. You're building up that resentment, but like Strada said, y'all have the tolerance, so you gonna bite your tongue and just, vent to your homeboys that she don't listen to you. Mm-hmm. But really, it's
and then come home and don't say
resentment.
Nothing to her.
Yep.
I'm glad y'all saying they and not y'all. I love the word they instead of y'all. I'm thank y'all for doing that. Thank y'all.
You're welcome, Bino the baddie. I thought about you when I did it.
Y'all cool. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the SPS podcast, man. We great conversation, great dialogue so far. Does anybody else want to take a stab at the question? I know I didn't do that one round robin, but we got some pretty good dialogue out of that. Before I go back to Jalen to see if she has another example, I wanted to give somebody else a chance to answer, but I didn't want this to become repetitive, because I think we're gonna kind of all hit on the same gender roles. But anybody has a unique delusion they can think of with money and gender and relationships, before I go back to Jalen.
When they say your money's my money and my money's my money, that's ridiculous.
Where's the delusion in that?
That's ridiculous. Break it down. I remember I was just talking to a girl that had this mindset. Like, he got me fucked up. Like, she feels like if she's in a relationship with a man or with her husband, like, her money's her money, his money's her money. And I was like, how is that? Because, he's supposed to take care of the household, he's supposed to take care of the kids and this, that, and the third, like the whole shebang, like everything within that domain, he's supposed to take care of financially, right? I'm like, all right, I get it. So what are you doing? Do you have a job? She's like, yeah, I'm gonna have my own job. I'm like, all right, cool. What you gonna do with your money though? She's like, I'm gonna take care of me. Okay, but you just said that the man gonna take care of you. He gonna take care of me too. That is crazy. And I thought that this was just a one-off thing, right? Nah, I know other homegirls that think the same way. They support that.
I felt like that when I was younger. I was just being spoiled though. I was just being selfish. I want things my way. I was just being a young girl. I mean, I don't think like that as a grown woman now, of course, but
great.
When I was younger,
I'm glad you evolved.
Especially with being Muslim, use that to my advantage. Try to, at least all it did was get me caught up in my own BS because it wasn't healthy. But yeah, I thought like that in the past when I was younger. But now I look at it like his money is the house money and my money is our fun money.
Okay, I like that perspective. I think that as long
his
as
money keeps me stable, they providing, and I get to pay for all the fun shit.
I like that. I think that as long as you don't I think in any of these scenarios with a woman, as long as you're not thinking that your money is just your money, we can decide as a couple what it's used for. And like you said, if in your household it's like, yo, I got the stability, you got the fun shit that works. Other people might do it to where, you know, my money covers essentials, your money is for investment in the kids. You know what I'm saying? Or we'll meet somewhere in the middle. I mean, there's a million creative ways you can do it, but the wrong way, to CJ's point, is to think that my money is our money and your money is yours, because no motherfucker is going to go for that. And if they do, they're just lying to themselves until they're faced with a hard truth that this shit ain't cool and ain't right. And by that time, we too fucking late. Now you done conceded to some shit that you know you couldn't really deal with. And I think that when we're having this conversation about relationships, period, and money, you have to put your foot down, because the more you start conceding shit, the more the bills are adding up, literally. The longer you just keep shutting the fuck up and dealing with it, to CJ point, well, I mean, I'm taking care of her, bro. She do what she wants to with her paper. When you short, it gets worse and fucking worse. So I think that, like, we have to be vigilant. Like, we have to be very vigilant when we in these relationships to speak the fuck up, because this ain't a problem that, you know, give it some time, it's gonna figure it out. No, it's give it more time, it's gonna get even worse. Shout out to our commenters in the chat. Sneak said, I'm broke, so I'm good. Shout out to Sneak, man. She's hilarious, bro. Anybody else want to add anything before we get at least one more of Jalen examples of another one? Jalen, do you have another one for us?
I have so many, Strata.
We got time. What you got?
I would say another one be it's a failure if we don't maintain the lifestyle that we started out with.
Ooh, cook. You got the floor. Do that.
Okay, my back on now. Oh God, this is good.
What? Wait, what? What I do?
Let's go. Let's get to it.
I'm gonna talk about the influencer couples for a second, because this is where people get tripped up at the most. We've all seen those influencer aesthetic couples. They be going on trips. They be getting all these coffees and mochachinos in Italy. Be on these yachts, and we want to emulate that, right? We get to a point where we're emulating it, but then something happens, whether it's a job loss, somebody gets sick, you know, something happens and we're not making the same amount of money in the household that we used to. A lot of people tend to leave or tend to check out because the lifestyle isn't the same. That's what they signed up for. They didn't sign up for the relationship. They signed up for the lifestyle that they could accumulate together. I don't think people should leave.
That's a bar. What do you think? What does a path look forward? What does a path moving forward look like in a scenario like that, to where y'all maintain a lifestyle and you fell back? Like, what does that look like, Jalen? Like in real life, in real time, what does that look like?
I'm gonna get Christian-y again. I apologize.
Yeah.
I don't know why CJ has his head down as if he's an atheist. I feel like it's a necessary, humbling experience that you have to go through. I'll leave it at that, because CJ made me. CJ made me feel some type of way. I don't know if y'all have an HR department.
I was just thinking to myself, if you about to go the Christian route, it better sound good. Don't come up here slipping and bite your tongue.
No. Like I said, it's supposed to be a humbling experience. Money is the root of all evil. If you base your relationship around this lifestyle of having a lot of money, then was y'all not in love?
That's a bar. Child, the answer says, I feel like as time goes on and you grow with your partner, you guys should have the conversation on what will work best for the current situation. I think those check-ins, you know, they make sense. And I think that to your point, Jalen, the fall only hurts when you're being secretive about what you already know is going to fucking happen. Because let's keep it real. In most of these relationships, there's one person that's responsible, either directly or indirectly, to it going to hell. Either you know you about to get fired for your job, you know you about to lose your job. She knows she has to take leave of absence for whatever reason. And I think that when you don't communicate it until it's too late, I think that's what adds insult to injury. Because if y'all truly fucking with each other, you know, this is just another thing for us to figure out. But, you know, if in your mind leaving ain't on the table because we got to downgrade some shit, it's a whole lot easier to make it palatable if you honest about it. But that hiding shit, that's what can make a bad situation worse. That's when, again, back to that resentment word, it's going to keep coming up the way it's like, yo, you got me fucked up because this ain't something we couldn't have came back from. It's the way you did it that I can't get around because now we got to get through it. And I got to them back of my brain, like, why the fuck she ain't just say something? Or why you ain't just let me know, bro? We could have, you know what I'm saying? Like, we can fix it, but that secrecy shit is real. I like that. I think I'm starting to believe that Jalen has added me on Facebook and she watched my live this morning, but I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna let her live. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna let that go.
I don't know you
and
on Facebook.
This week. It's cool. I know. That's what they
I'm
all say.
25. I don't use Facebook.
Oh, now we got old nigga jokes. I got it.
Right.
I'm just
Come
saying,
on
the
now.
old
I'm
people
25.
use Facebook.
Listen, shout out to all our Facebook watchers because we be running numbers up there for real. I need y'all to get.
I apologize to all the viewers on Facebook.
Thank you.
This is strictly to him. I'm insulting him.
Don't you put that shit on me, Ricky Bobby. I like that point. Anybody want to add to that? Y'all got any experiences or?
Hell yeah. I'm gonna keep it short. I can't stand for somebody to like we have a conversation or argument or whatever the case is, and then somewhere in that argument, you be like, well, you said and did this, or you didn't do this. And 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago, why the fuck I'm hearing about that shit right now, bro? That and old me used to spaz like instantly on that shit, like because it drives me crazy, like because I'm so big on if there's a problem, let's fix it when the leak happens. Not let's this leak has been happening in the backyard for like 3 months, but I'm not gonna bring it up to later when you point something that you didn't like about me, and now I'm be like, well, nigga, you ain't fixed that leak for like 3 months. Well, I didn't know the fucking leak existed. Like, what the fuck? So now I gotta pause me trying to argue to you about something that you did that made me feel some type of way because now I gotta reverse time and talk about this fucking leak that's 3 months old. Like, I hate that shit, but that drives me crazy. Nah, don't do that. If a situation or something happened, whether it's about me or about work or about family or whatever the case is, you need to bring that shit up ASAP. Like, don't let that shit marinate for a while and you got it on standby like a fucking like you know them old Western movies, a nigga got the gun waiting on him, like as soon as you flinch, nigga. Like, no, don't do that. Because then I'm gonna feel some type of way. I'm just like, nigga, you prep for that? Like, you wanted to wait. I'm gonna put this on the shelf, and as soon as he says something, I didn't like the way you snored. Well, nigga, 2 weeks ago, like, come on now. No, I don't like that shit. It's like a trap waiting to happen.
That's a fact. In my relationship, the only thing I want compounding is my motherfucking money. Don't be compounding problems on top of shit. Like we gotta deal with that shit when it happens. If my money ain't compounding, I want to hear that shit respectfully. But I love it. But somebody gonna come. I think somebody came off mute. Somebody wanted to add something to the compounding the problems and doing shit in hindsight. Somebody came off mute. I know I was on Facebook, but I ain't that motherfucking old. Which one of y'all did it? Oh, now I don't mind what the fuck I'm talking about. Bless you, Jalen, because I know they want to laugh.
It was.
Not fucking with y'all. Okay, so Strada's hearing shit. That's cool.
You need a hearing aid. You at that point in life.
Somebody came off mute right when I started cooking. It's cool. I'm gonna let
I heard somebody say something and they muted.
I'm fucking crazy. Appreciate the backup, CJ. They be out here bullshitting. Let's get to our next. First, we had our first video. Then we'll get to our next question. So we're gonna tap into the video. I'm gonna get y'all thoughts. So I'm gonna have the question at the bottom. Let's get to it.
There's no audio.
I ain't hear nothing.
Let's try this one.
Nope.
That one muted too?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to go to our question. We'll pull them back up on YouTube because I do have them in a playlist. So I'm going to go to the question. We're going to come back to the video. So, in short, to keep y'all from reading, the question I have for y'all is how much financial transparency should exist in a relationship and when should it start? How transparent should you be in a relationship financially and when should you start being that way? Let's go with Empress first. Empress, you with us? This one, I got to start doing mic checks on y'all. Bino, you there? Okay, let's go to people that are physically talking. CJ, how much financial transparency should exist in a relationship and when should it start?
Once you hit a point where you definitely like you both mutually agree on kind of taking each other a little bit more serious, I think that's when it should start. If y'all kind of just playing the field bullshitting, I don't think it's necessary. But once you both mutually agree, like, hey, I'm trying to take you more serious, so I'm trying to lock this shit in, then that's when the financial part should probably start to kick in. Like you should at least have an idea like what you make at work, or like a rough estimate of how much you make or at your job or whatever like career that you got going on. And then maybe you might want to know about how their bills is or something like that, or how, at least how they financially move. Like I think that's the word I'm going for. Like how they financially move, because a person could sound like they got a lot of bills, but they doing just fine. So it's just like not so much as all right. Well, you got a lot of bills, but yeah, you cooling over here. So how you operating that? Like, and then once you hear that, as long as that shit for me. Because some people might be different, but for me, as long as that shit sound legal, I ain't tripping. Like once it starts sounding like you over here scamming cars and you hustling drugs and shit, like, no, beloved, I can't be in that life. Like, I ain't judging you, but on God, I ain't joining you. Like, hell no.
So if you had to put it on a timeline, let's say you got courting, dating, relationship, what's the sweet spot for when you think you should have a transparent conversation?
You said 40?
Courting, like, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you, blah, blah. When is that? When's the timing for that? What does that look like?
Say 4 months, 5 months. If y'all like serious, like because it matters about the whole actually physically being around each other. But all y'all doing is texting and talking on the phone, like the bonding ain't as strong. So if they like courting, but they like see each other like every week and every other weekend consistently for the most part, and I'm gonna say about 4 months is when that conversation should start. Kind of that Medusa's box should need to be open by that point.
I like it. Jalen, how much financial transparency should exist in a relationship, and when should it start?
100% day one. Now, here's the thing. The eyebrows on both of you went up. Don't be stupid. I'm not
day
saying
one is crazy.
Give me your credit report day one. All right. I'm saying there should be a gradual progression throughout the whole duration of your relationship. But day one is when it should start. Meaning, so this is how I do it. I'm not going to cap. Because maybe the men I mess with are anomalies. I don't know. But I like to sneak it into the conversation.
Okay.
Like, oh, what's your dream car? Oh, it's a C-Class Mercedes, blah, blah, blah. Oh, okay, cool. Do you want that to be your next car? Like, oh, yeah, I want that to be my next car. Okay, like, is the car you got now paid off? Like, how you gonna get it? Oh, no, my car ain't paid off right now. You know what I think? I think I'm gonna lease it. Or I think I'm gonna trade it in for the Mercedes. Immediately, that's when I know, oh, hell no. Hell no. So you won't, hell, like, that's just one sign for me. Okay, I don't know, but we gonna keep going. So it progresses, right? We get to maybe the third date. I'd be like, you know what? Do you know anybody that does taxes? Nah, why? I've been trying to figure out like better ways to really not pay the government too much. Do you know any like tax codes, or like do you know anybody that knows tax codes where I can do some write-offs? Oh no, I don't really know anything about that. I actually ain't filed taxes in 2 years. Cut off, cut the lights. The love story over. You ain't filed what? So that's what I mean. It's a gradual progression. I don't want to learn this shit 6 months down the line and I realize I wasted my time. I'm adding it into the conversations as innocently as possible. So if anything weird pops up, I know it's okay. I know you might not be it for me, but I'm gonna give you a chance. But right, it's not looking too good.
Yo, that is wild, but I love the tech. I've never, in all my years of dating, I've never had someone introduce it that way, but that was fire. Ladies, make sure y'all listening and taking notes, and even fellas. That was some slick shit.
Shout out to my degrees classes in the psychologies. No, but I initially went to college for psychology, so my psychology classes really helped like figure out how to communicate with people for real. But
that was fire. I like that. That was very tactful. And like you said, even if that wasn't on the front of his brain, the way you're asking it, his first thought should be, that's interesting. And I think the way you ask it made people so comfortable, the way they're just going to tell you the truth without even understanding what the fuck they just said. So by the time they realize, damn,
it's too late.
It's too late. I done told you the real without even.
I didn't try to tell people I got the magic touch. I be getting people to be vulnerable. I don't. Hey, God bless me with the pimpery. I don't know. I'm being funny right now. I'm being funny.
Okay. Wow. Pimpery J is crazy, bro. That's nasty word. Bino, you still with us, brother? I think he still might be going through some. Empress, you still there? Yo, shout out to Sneak. She said, I'm just going to hack his phone to find out. Shout out to the intelligence squad. That is nasty
work. Good to know people in high places.
That's crazy because them motherfuckers, that unit that she in, yeah, they probably could do some shit like that. That's wild.
That's different, bro. That's different. Bino, you with us, brother? Well, how much fun
Jalen fuck with scammers. I don't know. Fuck
no, that's not scamming. Tax codes, learning the tax codes is legal. That's not scamming.
Nah, see, I never made no connections to any of your statements. I just say you fuck with scammers.
How do I
there you go right there.
There
you go right there. There you go right there.
No, how do I miss the scammers?
And she attracts scammers if the niggas walk up to her and he like, I ain't done taxes in 2 years, but that nigga talking about he like the Mercedes, he about to turn that shit in for something else. It's like, damn, like the scammers just see you and be like, catch.
No,
like,
that's not, I swear to God, because now I'm actively dating. It's literally the men in my age bracket. They're not scammers. They go to college. They may have pledged in a frat. Like these are actually established men who are supposed to be good on paper, but their lives ain't really that good when you talk to them. So I'm just saying, just ask the right questions. He may look good, but when he ain't filed his taxes in 5 years. Hey.
Filed taxes in 5 years is crazy. I be in my feelings when I file taxes. Niggas gotta pay. Like I be upset. What? Like, damn, it's that time. Like it's about that time now. Shit, I'm already slowly in my feelings.
Here we go. This bullshit. You just get mad as hell. You started like that's a good number. And that bitch just slowly starts going down. Then you fight back at the end, like, hold on, nigga, no, because I donated the motherfucking clothes to Goodwill. Take that shit the fuck off.
Oh, God.
Take the fuck off, nigga. Like, stop playing with me in here, bitch. I need that number to go back up. Y'all playing, bro.
I just don't use TurboTax anymore because TurboTax be
don't do that. Don't do that.
TurboTax be like, you could potentially have 12,000 in a refund by the time it's over. You owe 8,000, bro.
What the fuck just happened, bro?
I'm gonna just go on the IRS website, file it for free. They gonna be honest with me up front, like, hey,
they gonna tell you straight up, like, nigga, this what the fuck it is. What we doing?
what we doing?
I had to learn. Once you hit a certain tax bracket, boy, don't you do no fucking TurboTax. They gonna send you that letter so damn quick. Yeah, you fucked up somewhere.
Right.
I said, yeah, I think I'm gonna skip the H&R Block. They just gonna I'm gonna hand them the papers. We have a nice wholesome conversation about our lives while they typing in a bunch of shit. Then afterwards, they like, all right, looks like yeah, look, you owe about this much. I knew it. Just do the shit. Like don't talk to me. That way it ain't cool no more. We was good. I like talking about your kids. Now it's fuck you, because now you want to give me bad news at the end of this conversation.
Hey.
No.
I got my W-2 in the mail the other day. I haven't even opened the shit. I'm not ready. It's just sitting on my dresser. Like, I already know I owe y'all. Y'all can wait. Y'all can wait till April.
That shit be hurting it make my pinky toe curl, man. Like, I hate it.
Yo, Bino blowing on soup is crazy. The fact that Curtis pointed that out is even wilder.
Is that soup?
Eat a baddie.
Oh, Kurt, bro.
Is that soup, though?
Hey, Kurt, you wild.
I ain't even noticed that. Damn.
That's a nigga blowing on soup.
I will say that hurt is different when you a 1099 employee, though. I'm not gonna cap. Or if you're both, I'm not gonna lie. When I was both a 1099 and a full, them write-offs,
nigga, everything y'all got me fucked up.
My car, my oil change, my clothes,
food, man, shit.
Can I write off my being, my life, my soul? Can I write that off too? That's about 10,000. Right?
Personal office shit. Listen, man, you get real creative when shit get real, dog. I'm just telling y'all now. And there's another trick.
You know about that loaded baked potato and cheddar broccoli mix, nigga. You don't know about that, man.
They fight back. It ain't soup, and you wasn't blowing on it. You was just yawning.
It's soup, and I was blowing on it. Pause. I ain't stunned that.
Hey, yo.
That's like hot dogs these days and shit. I ain't stunned that shit. I'm damn 40. Fuck that. I've been eating.
Nigga, we grown. Nigga, we grown, and we on Facebook. They got us fucked up out here. Make sure y'all are watching on Facebook. We appreciate all our viewers, man. Also, another little tip. Talking finances, man. This is where.
Shout out to my Facebook people. I know we old.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, we old. We embrace our shit. Like, we love getting old. Another tip for everybody that's grown: pay attention when you first get hired onto the company. That tax withdrawal, that tax withholding, taking out $40, $50, $100 before you even start budgeting shit, that helps you out on the back end when you filing taxes, because paying it up front is the proactive way to make sure that at the end of the fiscal year, you don't owe as much. And again, if you got a rebate, they pay the overages after they take out what you physically owe.
I'll be having a bad rule of thumb. Okay, this Strata, between me and you, don't tell nobody, right? For 6 months out of the year, I be doing tax exemption.
What the fuck?
That's what you supposed to do.
Because I be giving them extra for the first 6 months, so then I just exempt myself for the last.
Yeah, that's a good play. That's what you supposed. That's a good thing.
No, I can't do that.
Strata. I know it's crazy, Strata, but it's Christmas, Strata. I gotta have my money for Christmas. I gotta have my money for the holiday.
I can't do that shit.
Why that's not?
Nah.
Y'all niggas are going to jail.
I'm not. It's legal. I promise.
It's legal. It's just when I'm thinking about it, I know damn well I can't do that. It won't help me none. It won't help me none.
Thank you, Curtis. Exactly. I'm not the only one.
I do that shit too. I matter of fact, I don't know how long I'm gonna be out here talking to y'all after this season. I ain't gonna lie. I've been thinking about
The daddy is moving on. Here we go with this bullshit. Y'all niggas are out of control. I fucking can't. I can't do this with y'all, bro. Now we're gonna get to some messy shit, because y'all know, sometimes we get messy. I'm gonna see if I can make this video play this time. Let me start it on my end first. And shout out to all my premium YouTube users. You feel me? Get you out that jam so that way we can play the video without actually having to stop for commercials. It's another thing that I love paying for when we talking finances. So you run into YouTube.
It's corny. Y'all be flexing out damn premium YouTube, man. Fuck out of here. Just skip the commercials.
Nigga, you heard me. Like, we don't got no commercials, nigga. Commercial what? I ain't played a motherfucking commercial on YouTube in 4 years. Let's get to it. See if y'all can hear this one.
Excuse to not communicate and not plan. Using love as an excuse to not communicate and not plan. Like, I love him. It's fine. We're going to work out. Like, I don't have to ask questions about who's paying the rent and who's going to get the furniture together, who's going to go out and buy the groceries, who's going to cook. I just love this person. And I think it's somewhat of an excuse to not communicate and not plan. And then when things pop up, because you had expectations all along, like you say you love this person, but in the back of your head, we all have expectations of how we want things to go. And if you're not communicating, you're not on the same page. And then
what would you want his income?
Thoughts. I know y'all looking at me like, what the fuck? Thoughts on what? Let me see which question I want to ask. Why do some people remain ignorant about their partner's financial habits until it's too late?
Because it wasn't affecting them. That's why.
In what way? Why do you say that?
Let's say a married couple. You got the married couple, and the buddy's doing all the finances, or doing most of the finances. Life is good on her end, but buddy like to go gambling. As long as that gambling ain't bothering her, she ain't tripping. But then one day he dipped too deep into that gambling. Now they finances getting fucked up. Now she be like, oh, don't forget I'm scheduled to get my hair and nails done or some shit like that. At this day, like, I can't do it. Money looking tight. Oh, hey, what's going on with that car note? You pay the car note. We got a letter about the car note. Yeah, I might skip this month. Money looking tight. Got hit heavy at the downtown gambling or something like that. So see, it's all good having their little side habits or whatever until it affects them. See, now you about to get cussed the hell out because why you gambling? But hey, bitch, I've been gambling this whole damn time. You ain't saying a damn thing, but all of a sudden it's fucking with you. That's a problem. See, so yeah, it's all good until it affects them.
I like that. So it's all good till it affects them. Then it ain't all good no more. Let's go with Bino. Why do some people remain ignorant about their partner's financial habits until it's too late?
I don't think they remain ignorant.
Okay. You think it's delusion?
They remain delusional.
Okay. Why you say that?
So what CJ said, motherfuckers, they got their nails and hair and shit now. And they get the bags and shit. They know that nigga struggling to get you that shit. But when y'all ass is outside that motherfucking crib, there's a problem. Well, he done put 10,000 of that motherfucking bills into your motherfucking purse or on your feet. So I hate when them little pretty ass YouTube bitches be talking, because if you above them, and they always be talking outside of reality.
In what way?
In that pretty ass way. Well,
that is funny.
They get all the essentials, the cosmetics, whatever, all them female words, aesthetics, cosmetics, all that shit, clothes, you know what I'm saying, all that. Yeah. And then, but the nigga, you feel what I'm saying, he's a simp, by the way, but then the nigga, he doing all that when that money become come to where the stats came up, the long-term relationship goals, instead of your closet looking good, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And then it gets to a point where it's too late, because now y'all ass out the crib, that little yellow shit or pink or whatever shit get put on your door, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think they remain ignorant. I think they remain delusional because of selfishness.
I like it. Jalen, why do some people remain ignorant about their partner's financial habits until it's too late?
Sex.
Damn, we lost Jalen too? Oh, sex. Ooh, let's get to it.
Sex be clouding people's judgment.
Okay, I bet y'all crazy. You right. So when you broke, boy, that's all you got.
All you got.
That's all we got.
For his life. Literally.
I'm gonna let you cook, but you're right, boy. I swear to God, my brokest time be some of the. All right, go ahead, Jalen. Go ahead.
Nigga, Vito, and that shit hit Vito first. It was, hey. That got to Vito personally, boy. Yo, you know it's real. He had to start eating everything. Like, hey, girl, hey, you better know.
Yo, I done seen some broke people say they Jay-Z and Beyonce. I don't sex.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
they be comparing themselves like they a power couple and they broke. I'm sorry.
Lauren, everybody fuck with you today. 5 Head is going to you get no more comments brought up on the big screen. So you said sex be fucking people up, Jalen? Like it make you like, yo, that nigga got bad credit, but fuck it. That's what be happening.
Sex is the root of all evil. That should have been in the Bible too, but it's not.
Damn. See, Lauren is too. I gotta stop in her comments. I ain't talking her. How much you being a baddie? Beanie said, "I'm with you." Bino said, "I'm with you when you're right." Empress, you with us? I think she was still in the middle of cooking and getting her house together, so we're gonna definitely give her a pass.
She unmute her. We can't hear you if you're talking, Empress. Every time you unmute, we can't. Yeah,
we can't hear you. It might be a microphone connection. Try to pop out and come back in.
Yeah, Empress, we can't hear you. You gotta jump down and come back up.
There you go. So Bino, where you go? There you go. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it, bro.
How much financial transparency should exist in a relationship, and when should it start? Hey, yo, that's funny, right? For man and woman, you asking, like, just in general, right? I think women should know, like, as soon as they see a future with the nigga. So that's for us when it starts. So however long they may be, whether that's 3 weeks, 2 months, a year. I don't think it should be a year. I think it should be within a year that a woman should for sure, because we know as men that most women broke. So we can go in there already expecting that, and if they straight, you feel what I'm saying? That's like a plus. But I think it's more important, right? Because I mean I look at a relationship like a man, like protective, provider, all that shit. Like I do take that stance. So being that I think that as a man, I think women, this message will go to women. I think women should know, like, financial transparency with the dude got, right? You saying? Or yeah, I think they should know, like, as soon as they feel like they want to look into a future with it.
I totally agree. I think that's real. We're gonna get back to the other
whole time too, by the way. I don't know why y'all couldn't hear me. I'm happy y'all said to get off and get back on.
Yeah, I thought you had something going on. That's why I was like, yeah.
I was here the whole time. I was listening. I was trying to say something, but I didn't know y'all couldn't hear me until y'all said that. I'm like, oh wow.
What you think about the question?
The question, I had said something originally from the video. The video was delusional, and then I want to piggyback on what CJ said and what Bino said. Like, men be knowing what a woman is there for. Sometimes they choose to be like, it look past it, but the women do too. But that's because what Jalen said, like, when sex get involved, once they get involved, it makes people just accept the BS and think that it's somehow gonna magically correct itself. Delusional. Seriously, I've been there before, so I'm speaking from experience because I've been dick dumb before. Definitely did. Knew the man.
Mike's about to get turned off, but sex is good shit.
He knew how to. Listen. It's every girl's dream to find a man that can clean, and on top of that, he was washing dishes, and it was good. I was satisfied with that until I wasn't anymore.
Oh, this nigga was Captain America and Superman all in one.
That's crazy.
Because technically, both them niggas are heroes, but in reality, both them niggas are broke.
Are broke.
Think about it. Captain America and Superman, even though they heroes and shit, they also are broke ass niggas compared to Batman, who's a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, who comes from wealth.
Y'all petty as shit.
I'm just saying, them niggas was heroes, but in reality, they was broke as fuck.
Ain't
And then
nobody
you got a
trying to
lot
be
of
with
women that
Batman.
suffer from hybristophilia too, like that good girls liking bad guys syndrome, the Bonnie and Clyde syndrome. So they think that they can help somebody change.
See, look, I went through a situation like that in high school. I was dating this one girl back when I was on my AUL shit, and when I realized not only was this girl the top fucking like person of our class, like as far as grades and grade point average and all that other shit, like she was up here with it, like don't know what a B is. Nigga, I literally broke up with her because I was like, I ain't even gonna lie to you. You and your life is gonna be great. Right now, I'm literally about to leave. I'm about to hop off this bus and I'm literally about to meet up with the dope man and do deliveries. Like, we ain't the same at all. Like,
This ain't got the same
I had to break
trajectory.
up with her. She was mad as fuck at me though. she was really heartbroken by that. But it's just like where I saw was, girl, hey, we two different people. You are a flower. I am lava, ready to burn your ass. You might want to leave me alone.
She wanted you to be her ghost. She wanted you to be her
nigga.
ghost.
That nigga tripping. You better than me. That would have been my ticket out the game. I said, oh yeah.
No, man. I couldn't do it because at the end of the day, even though she like was stupid smart, she wanted to go wherever I want to go, wherever I want to do. And I'm like, girl, what I'm doing right now, I don't even want to do for real. I'm doing it because hey, the money flowing. No, we ain't the same.
I want to go with you to go sell an eighth.
Like she learned what I really did in real life, and this motherfucker was willing to like
insane.
Use her smarts to like help. Like, well, maybe I can find out a way to give him a method to make more money doing that. No, girl, like that's not how this works. Like, you ain't from the dirt, lady.
Wanted you to be gold.
She really was trying to like find out a way to help make more money doing what I was doing. And said, bro, this is how I knew she was serious. She had brought it up like a month or two before the breakup, right? When the breakup happened, she got all emotional about it. She brought up that same conversation. It was like, I can really help you. I can think of a method that might work for y'all, and man, you can make more money. And she was so serious.
She really
just let me answer the
phone. Like, bro, she was dead ass.
Hey, that's why CJ's a great guy, man. I'll be like, what plan you got, baby? What plan?
No, God.
This nigga Vito, bro. I couldn't, man. Like, Vito. I couldn't, man. Look, then when I finally turned my life around, I was like, yo, I'm gonna join the army before I do college first. So I feel like if I did college, I was just gonna take my hustling ways to college. So I was like, I'm gonna do the army life first. And when, she found out I was joining the military, she was trying to like, oh, if you can go to the military, man, we could rekindle things now. And I was like, nah, I'm girl, continue doing you, lady. Like, if I go to the military, I don't even know where I'm going. Like, you gonna be here. You already told me what college you going to. You probably can get a full damn ride because you don't know what the fuck a B+ is. Like, come on now, like you good. Chill. Like, let me go do my life. You go do your life.
Give me the game plan. I'm gonna drop you 2 weeks after the game plan get implemented.
That's crazy work. That's crazy work.
That nigga Bino on his bullshit today.
Turn me up like that, man. That's on you. That's all I gotta say, though.
Hey, listen. All the homies be knowing. It's always that one girl that's infatuated until you gotta go on the run. And then you start having these conversations like, listen, goddammit. Don't touch nothing in that glove compartment. We gonna make these drops. Don't fucking say nothing. Don't even look at niggas. Matter of fact, keep your motherfucking face forward and use your seatbelt. And then they get real. And I'm telling you, that be the part that most women don't be cut out for. Is the run.
Police.
For real, man. Back then, this how you know she won't build this, right? Back then, I used to tell that motherfucker and the one couch in the living room, hey, you don't sit on that side of the couch. Now, you know what the fuck that means. That side of the couch ain't fucking cushion, lady. Like, don't sit on that side. Like, don't sit on. Matter of fact, just go to the room. Like, damn.
See, I don't know shit about none of what y'all talking about.
Look. See, that's what we saying, Jalen. That's why you gotta stick to them car scammers that you know that don't do their taxes for 4 or 5 years.
Scammers.
Hey, man, stay away from that.
He trying to act above them like he ain't used to do nothing.
Can't do no car scamming. Nah.
Oh yeah.
No.
That wasn't really a thing back then. That didn't happen until like a few years later. At least not where we from.
That's still new
Hell
age.
nah.
Yeah, we had meth, but ain't nobody was stealing cars. Yeah. What?
What? Yeah, like the fuck. I think of 5 other. Let me shut up. All this is alleged, by the way. This is all jokes.
Alleged as fuck.
All jokes, all entertainment. We glad y'all.
We all went to Orlando church and chilled. You know what I'm saying?
No vacation Bible study.
I'm a citizen.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. What was that, Dino?
I'm a citizen. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about.
That's why we're not talking about no more. That's not why we're talking about.
Shout out to being a citizen.
Yeah, we love it.
Yeah,
I'm so mad that my mic was out all night because I definitely was a part of the conversation unknowingly that y'all couldn't hear me.
Damn,
we hear nothing,
I
bro.
feel played. I feel so played. I played myself.
Yeah, we glad we did.
See, you gotta be candid. That way, if we see your mouth moving, we can tell you.
Right,
That
I
I was just moving through the house with the babies. That's all.
No,
we got a shotgun, so it's a straight through house. I know everybody don't want to be on camera. That's home. Y'all know we just got snowed in. Family's still here. Lights don't fly out to tomorrow.
I would say the farthest on the spectrum I've gone in this hypothetical is a dude that kept an unregistered pistol under his seat. That's as far as I've gone. I ain't never dealt with nobody past that.
Oh wow!
I call the police, CJ.
Oh wow!
You a lady? Did you just say you called the police?
Yes, I don't mess with those types of people. I like the police. All right, I like the police.
That's right, Jalen. That's you know what? I ain't even gonna judge you, Jalen. That's right. You stay safe. You stay safe.
I like being safe and boring and normal.
There you go.
You know?
You be safe. That's so fucked up what you did, but you be safe.
No, I didn't call the police on him. I said that's as far as I'll go because I call the police. If there's a shootout,
that's vanilla as fuck. But be
me
safe.
To keep my mouth shut? Fuck no,
Hell
I'm not
yeah.
keeping my mouth shut.
Damn, that's crazy work.
Please stick to the porches and the curves that you used to.
But this just further justifies my statement that she be really attracting these fucking scammers and these hoodlums.
Nigga ride with a throwaway is crazy. Nigga ride with a throwaway underneath his
She had a nigga with a blank gun. Like she had a nigga that probably had the serial number scraped off with the wire brush from Walmart. Like, come on now.
That was like the third guy I ever was with.
Damn, you was attracting them early? Damn. All right, Jalen.
I was a late bloomer. What? Okay.
Damn.
I forgot where y'all from. I didn't start dating when I was 12, CJ.
We didn't start dating no motherfucking 12.
Like, stop lying on us. It was 8.
hey, charity daycare won't pay attention to the motherfucking kids. Like, if you wasn't eating, they won't pay you no damn mind. Like,
that part. Shitting me. We're gonna get to our next video. This is kind of, we touched on this a little bit. I'm gonna share my screen again and make sure y'all can hear it. Let me unmute it first because I've been wanting to make sure that we get this video off clean. That last one was nasty work. Let me try this again. Boop, 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 boop. There you go. Here we go.
Message to get out to men. Because I do believe that a lot of men have the perspective that you have, which is bring that 50. And I think men have to understand what that means and what you get when you expect a woman to bring 50%. Like, I can bring 50.
Yeah.
And I know women who can bring 60, 70.
Okay.
Okay. But as a man, do you really want what 50 plus brings? Because 50 plus brings a lot of energy. It doesn't bring neck energy. It's bringing head energy. And so when we talk about women being the neck, men being the head, right? Like it's bringing more head energy. And so understand that, right? If you want a woman to bring the table and then some to the table, you get what you pay for.
That just happened.
He laid.
We're gonna go with the ladies first. Hold the thoughts. I see the faces. CJ face frowned the hell up. Let's go, Empress. What you think about the video before I even ask this question. What do you think about the video? Let's start there.
I mean, I hear what she's saying, but you know, that's her intentions. That's her personal intentions because it was 60-40 over here, and I was the 60, and I didn't have no problem with it because I had more, and he was growing to gain more. But I'm not going to add more pressure on him while he's trying to grow to gain to have more so he can cover all. So I can have the fun money and he can have the responsible money. It doesn't, she's intentionally putting in her brain that if a man come to me with this, and if I sign up for it, I'm going to be like, I'm still in my feminine energy. I'm in the kitchen cooking right now. He's taking a nap and I got both the children. That don't, so what did that mean? Because I on paper have more that he should be not able to take a nap and he should be in the kitchen cooking. I'm confused. Why does that take away from who I am as a woman? Because you got to already have your own, not just table, chairs, kitchen to cook in, a couch, a TV, a bedroom, bathroom with bath mats and shower curtains with toilet paper, paper towel, and cleaning supplies on your own before that man even comes anyway.
Okay.
A table. That's talking minimum. That's a minimalist shit. I don't want just a table in my house. 60-40. That's what I did. I mean, I don't. Women. I really don't get into it. They're delusional. It's delusional. That's it. Delusional or ignorant. That's premeditated delusion with ignorance added. It's all of it.
I like it. Let's go, Jalen, and then we're gonna go Vino and CJ.
Are we just talking about the video?
Yeah, just your thought on the video. Do you think that with men wanting 50-50 or for the woman to go 60 and 70, do you think that comes with conditions?
It shouldn't.
Okay.
It
Does
shouldn't.
It? Does it?
Unfortunately, yes, because people love keeping score on both ends, whether it's the man doing it or the woman. Keeping score is the problem.
Okay.
I think that I think gender. I think equality can exist in a relationship while still having gender differences. Because we're different. We're inherently biologically different. So there's no way we can be equal 100%. Just because he makes less than you does not make him less of a man. Now, if that's how you feel about him before you get into the relationship, I don't know why you were with him in the first place.
Right. Intentionally going into a relationship to emasculate a man.
Curtis, out to Curtis, Jalen. Don't both sides it. We tried
we ain't on that channel, okay? I can do what I want and be able to give my thought process the way I think it. Thank you, Curtis.
Let him know, Pimp. Vino, what you got on the video? What's your thoughts? Y'all
what she had said, what the lady had said in that video?
She was pretty much saying that, be careful if you ask them for that 50-50 or a woman going 60 and 70, because that comes with conditions.
Yeah.
And so she was telling men be careful with that.
I'm like Jalen for the first part she said is that it shouldn't, but I don't really go off it shouldn't because it is. And I can't live off that. But like I absolutely agree with Jalen, but it is. So like, yeah, it's gonna come with conditions. It's gonna come with conditions. Like to the point, like I gotta go off with the shit and Jalen said, because it's like money doesn't make the difference in money doesn't make the man less of a man or the woman less of a woman or more of a woman just because she makes more. The financial part and the makeup of a man and a woman has really nothing to do with finances naturally, but now I'm gonna go into, but it is like that. So being that it is like that is going to come with conditions, because even if you're doing 100%, a bitch still gonna have something to say. So you best believe if she doing 60-40 or 50-50 with you, it's gonna come with more of something to say. You know what I'm saying? So you do gotta be careful. And with me, if, right, like I'm a little, like I would like to be a little tight. I would like to be a little tight so much that if my shorty willing to go 60-40 or 50-50 with me, she can yap all she wants. My money is stacking up. You feel what I'm saying? Makes me feel better. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so because I'm gonna get it either way. Like the whole idea that women be all quiet and submissive and quote unquote cooperative, bro. It's some bull. It's not. They fucking adults with their own mind, bro. Like that shit just don't happen. You feel what I'm saying? For the most part. So either way, you from them. So at least if I'm gonna get that from them, I get to save a little bit more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's just Vino, though. You know what I'm saying?
I like it. I like it. The baddie is spoken. The baddie is spoken, bro. We approved that message, man. Let's get the president approves, big dog. I'm fucking with it. CJ, what are your thoughts on the video? Our light-skinned adjacent brother.
Damn.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
All right, so boom. Anyway, the video damn near was saying what we was talking about earlier. That if a woman makes more than the man, there's more you got to deal with potentially. That she's gonna carry herself a certain way, she's gonna act a certain way, all because she knows that she makes more, which is crazy because you know I didn't basically answer this damn question, but still, like it's just no, I don't want that headache, bro. I don't want that headache. I also don't want to be the person that's gotta like, oh, she make more, so I gotta deal with whatever she says and does and blah. Hell no, because every relationship I've ever been in, ain't no woman make more money than me, but I wasn't no asshole about it.
Yeah.
So I don't understand this whole thing where if a woman makes more, the odds of her being a dickhead about the fact that she makes more is highly likely to happen compared to the man that casually just makes more. He ain't about to do all that. Now those ones that do it, yes, they exist, but it's not that many of them. All of them niggas ain't doing that shit. Oh, they need to have more money so they can have the control and blah, blah. Niggas ain't thinking like that for real. Most of us ain't doing that shit. So I don't understand why the women, if they make more, they feel like they gotta think that way. That shit never made sense to me. And I've seen so many women do it that I thought that it was bullshit. But nah, these niggas only gotta make like $5,000 or $6,000 more than him for real. For real, they ain't gotta make that much more. As long as they simply just make it more, they flexing.
Or if they making just a little bit under, like that $5,000 or $6,000.
Low key, Bino. Low key. I've seen that. You only making like $1,000 more than me, nigga. That's nothing. That's nothing. Like, yo, that's crazy. So a nigga gotta make a really big gap to not hear that.
Yeah,
that don't make sense. That's the mentality. Like, yeah, we get it. Jalen a fucking outlier in this motherfucker. Like, we ain't worrying about her. But
And
there's
you an
really a lot of women that's
you
like
love
that.
to remind people that you're an anomaly.
Who? I never said nothing about me being an anomaly. I'm just saying that a lot of you women out here that actually, if you make an excessive amount of money or even slightly more money for real, that they really carry themselves like they got like 4 pair of nuts. It's crazy. But dudes are not. Most dudes ain't doing that because they make more money. That's not like an initial thought process in their head that they gotta flex about them. If anything, if a dude flexes about making more money, he's doing it to another nigga. If he gonna flex about it, like, oh, I got the new rolling nigga, what you got? Oh, busted ass shoes ass nigga. Like he's talking shit to another nigga. If anything, if he gonna do it, but to his lady, his woman, fuck no. So I get what that lady's saying, that she's admitting that if a woman is she's making more money, it comes with all this other stuff. She becomes like the head. She's moving differently. She's trying to take charge. I get it. It is literally what I was saying earlier.
Yeah, go back to what we originally said for the question came up. I said the same thing. Like that shit gonna come with it. Like, so it's like I say, like, I'm gonna say that bread. You feel what I'm saying? And see, what I learned, some things we can adopt from a woman, no homo. And that thing is keep fucking going. Keep going. Cause this bread getting saved, bitch. And when God it's like, you know what I'm saying? So Talk your shit. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. All right, bet.
Vito the one that's like the whole time she talking to he like, yep, yep. You know I get paid Thursday, right?
This nigga's like Super Saiyan baddie now, bro. I think it's the shades.
Man, listen.
It might have been the potato.
Y'all can call it potato. Y'all can call it what y'all want, but I ain't doing it. I ain't going.
You ain't going. Jalen, do you agree with the homie sentiments? Are the homies on point? They on bullshit? What's going on?
That only the women do it? No, I don't.
Nobody said that.
Okay, well, that the majority of men don't do it? No, I don't. Is that better?
I mean, it's a lie, but keep going.
How is it a lie? Yo, oh my God. How is it a lie? Like, you don't act like men don't be having them talks about feeling like the world is on their shoulders because they're the breadwinner. Because they're financially responsible for most of the things in the house. They feel like if something goes wrong, it's on them.
That's not the same thing.
And they don't have any help. That builds resentment. Those thoughts build resentment.
We also wasn't talking about resentment right now.
God. Okay. Strata, can you help me then?
Literally, we are responding to that video. See, now she about to start talking like, see, that's that thing. You know, we know Jalen one of the smart ones. But at the end of the day, them people that she be hanging around with in that Discord, it's like COVID. Some of the stuff they be doing gonna get on you. And that's what's happening right now. So what we are literally doing right now is literally responding to that video. Now, one thing that girl said was something about resentment or all that other stuff. Her statement was literally about, if you date a woman that makes more, this is what you probably gonna have to deal with. That is what we are responding to right here, right now. If we watch that video again, I wouldn't give you $10,000 if that lady uses the word resentment.
Now she already responded to the video.
Thank you.
To respond to what
I was responding to you two.
Yeah, her response to what y'all said.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah. That's what she actually did, because I asked the question. That's exactly what I asked her. She did.
That's all right, because I'll click this motherfucker and send that shit to y'all.
Where I graduated with.
Where?
I know what I graduated with. All right.
The video got to come out. The video, the show got to end at some point.
I know my capabilities.
The show got to end at some point.
Okay. Now, based on the premise we've been laying, like you just said, based on the video, and we talking about women delusions, would you give the advice to a man to date a woman that is beneath him based on the responses y'all just gave financially?
I will never. Here's two major advices. I strongly feel like I know I've done it a lot, especially one of them, but I strongly believe you should say this to all men. I don't give a fuck what their life is. One, do not move in with her. Don't move into her place. Don't you fucking do it. I don't care if she's pregnant. I don't care. That's your no. I don't care what the excuse is. Don't move in with her. No, don't move in with her. Because think about it. If you move in with her carrying everything on your back with you, y'all get into some bullshit argument. Guess what's gonna happen? Oh, well, you can leave. Come on, man. Where you going, Playboy? Because you came to her with nothing but the clothes on your back. So where you going? Huh?
I know the law. Where we going?
Right. I got the
house on fire.
Before I get served. I got property in this bitch. Hey,
so that's what advice I would give. Like, don't move in with her. Yeah, you better get a place and then she come with you, but don't move in with her. That's one. Two, I highly recommend don't date a woman that makes more than you unless you know for a fact whatever route you're going in your life, you're gonna tower over that at some point in a short amount of time. And hopefully you've already dissected her brain enough to know that financial stuff like that won't even bother her. You feel me? See, don't move in with a woman. Don't do it.
Yeah,
don't do that shit. But I also feel like you personally, if you can date a woman that makes less than you, I don't care if it's like 5,000 less. Just date a woman that makes less than you, but more than likely, I'm not even gonna tell you don't be an asshole about it because most men ain't. But if you're gonna date a woman that makes more than you, but y'all the vibe is there, everything's cool. If you already in the mindset, you already dissected her brain to know that this type of thing like finances ain't gonna affect her or make her treat you anything differently, then do what you got to do and get your career whatever up. That way, at some point, you are the guy that's like making the more money, but y'all still good together as far as finances. But for the most part, don't move in with nobody. No, don't move in with no woman and just try not to date somebody that's making more than you.
And listen, is it delusional for women to expect men to be the primary financial
relationship?
Take the glass.
It's the shade. It's the shade. It's just the glare, Bino. It's the glare from the Bino baddie buffs.
That question,
it's the buff, bro.
He's looking at your phone like a fucking grandpa right now.
It's the buff, bro. It's the buff. It's the baddie buff.
That's that question. You said, should based on what we've been saying, should a dude get a woman that's beneath him, date beneath him?
Based on y'all answers from the video. Yes, okay. That was a question that was on the table.
Respectfully, right? I got to complicate that answer. My answer gonna be a little complicated with your question because I don't see what's beneath. Because she make less than me, I don't see that as beneath of me. See, my premise, the whole thing is that's the difference. If a woman make more than you, she considers the man to be beneath her. If you make less than me, I don't consider you to be beneath me. I just make more money than you. So what? You feel what I'm saying? Like, who gives a fuck what? Who cares? You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like, so to answer your question based on what I just said, yes. Mm-hmm. But remind you, I don't see it as beneath me.
That's fair. And I think the qualifier was beneath in finances because we were talking about how if she's at 50-50 and y'all said that at 70, 30, 60, 40, that, it's going to get conditional and it's going to get a little choppy. That's why I asked, like, so what would be your advice to a man that meets a woman?
I would say for a guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, date somebody beneath your finances, man. Goes back to what I just said already, though. The same thing applies to my reason still applies. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't, 9 times out of 10, majority rules, the woman is going to treat you like you are beneath her just because you're beneath her financially. So everything all around the board, you're going to be treated as a beneath. You feel what I'm saying? So my answer still applies. Even if, yes, date a woman, try to find a woman, no matter what you make, you know what I'm saying? And that's make a little less of you just because I think men don't really hold that to women like women hold that to us.
Okay. Because it matters more to them, it makes more sense for you to prioritize because it wouldn't bother you if it was other time. I think that's fair advice. I like that. I have a moment of transparency. Y'all literally ran through my last 4 fucking questions from just the random conversations we've been having. So we just gonna play videos, get reactions, and go to solutions because I'm not playing with y'all today. I don't feel like typing up no more motherfucking questions and putting them at the bottom of the screen. Bino can't read, his buffs are in the way. So we just gonna get to the videos because I'm not playing with y'all. We're not doing this shit. Y'all ain't stressing me out. Nope, we're not doing it. Which video am I going to first? I like this one. Let's go with that. Let me pull it up first. Oop, wait a minute. All right. Y'all got to bear with me because the not having sound fucked me up from earlier. I think I got it now. I bet. So we're going to watch this next video, get a reaction, get y'all thoughts on it again. Keep in mind these next few videos. The reason why I won't put the questions at the bottom of the screen because we've kind of already answered them in a roundabout way, but getting a reaction to the video, we're just going to let the conversation flow naturally. We're going to get to a solution. We're going to get up out of here for this evening. So I want to get y'all thoughts on this next video coming up, and then we're going to go from there. Let me see if I can fix the screen before I do this. There we go. Let's get to it. Share screen.
His income to be? I feel like this is gonna sound bad. I feel like 300,000.
I would have to say 127, probably 150 to $250,000 a year.
$500,000. Is that bad?
150 maybe to 250,000 a year would be comfortable for sure.
I was just having this conversation with my friend and she was like, you have to manifest a husband, girl. Ideally, my husband needs to be making like 650,000.
First.
Hey, can I go ahead and go?
Yep. That just happened. That just happened in real life.
Stop.
That nigga ready.
Stop this shit, Shadow. Like, you really gotta stop this shit.
I didn't say shit. I didn't say nothing.
Don't, bro, respectfully, don't ever bring no Hollywood Hills as Venice Beach as up here. Talking about something.
I knew you were gonna say something about the ethnicity. It's like one black girl that whole video.
Man, and she still was old Hollywood hood. Man, come on, man. She want a rookie basketball and football players. They won't. Basically, they should just said that shit. They want a nigga to just sign a deal with Atlantic Records or something. They should just say that.
Okay.
100,000. I ain't hear one person say, "Okay, what happened to 60,000?" Fuck, bro. Man, I'm done, man. I ain't, man. Listen, man. Y'all go ahead, Jalen. Try to be on
Let's go. Let's go, Jalen and then CJ. Jalen, what you think about the video?
I was just about to say they probably in California somewhere.
Yeah, bro. Like,
cause who the fuck making $650 a year?
That was a wild ass number. For what?
Unless it's an oil tycoon, like what the
nigga? 625,000.
You know how much a heart surgeon makes? They don't even make that much, bro.
Nigga.
This video, Yasmin. This video is not.
Y'all trying to say I'm out of touch? That's what y'all saying? My baddie waves got.
I'm saying what we saying is that you watched the video of a bunch of people that more than likely stayed in Orange County, California, where prices like that seem normal to them.
Okay.
Because $650,000, I ain't gotta Google how much a heart surgeon makes. You know what the yearly salary is of the president? Just for being the president, $450. So it's just like that's not counting what his personal shit is. So it's just like 650 is what you expected some random ass nigga to make to be with you. Girl, sit the fuck down. Like, what kind of shit is
That's
that?
why she knows she gotta manifest that shit. You better manifest, motherfucker.
Manifest some bullshit. Like,
Bro,
okay.
I mean, if she go to Dubai, maybe she'll find somebody over there that makes $650,000.
She gonna find Prince Ahmed in Dubai that make way more than that. And guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna shit on her, piss on her, and give her like $50,000 and tell her to go the fuck home.
She ain't say what type of husband she's trying to manifest. All right, she said she's trying to manifest one. All right.
All right, so I played that. Y'all got me. I was being hyperbolic. But the question I really wanted to ask from that video, fellas and ladies, do you think that women understand the value of a man's salary? And do you think they're delusional about money, period?
Yes.
Wait, ask that again.
Do you think that women today are delusional about a man's salary and or the value of money, period?
Value of money.
Why you say that?
There are women that go on Zillow and see a house on the market for $500,000 and be like, okay, we gotta actually make $500,000 a year to be able to afford this house. Which I really think that's where they got that number from. I think they realized like what the market was, and then they were like, well, maybe he does have to make that much in order for us to be comfortable and afford things. That's not knowing how things actually work. On top of it, spending habits are horrible. Being a woman, I must say I used to have terrible spending habits when I got my first big girl job. Yeah, terrible. Amazon packages almost every week. I know how to cook real well, but I was like, cook what? I'm going to every restaurant I ain't never been able to when I was broke.
So I gotta make up.
I gotta make up for lost time.
Bring old and new, shouldn't me? I know how I go.
Yeah.
I'm not condoning this fuckery with you, Jalen. I'm just helping you elaborate on your answer. I'm not getting confused with this shit.
I'm in a funny mood today, but really, the value of money is not understood for across like the majority of women.
That's fair.
Jalen, point for the value of money. You don't really understand the value of money until you fuck it up. Like Jalen talking about first big air job. I did the same shit, Jalen, as a man. Like you finally start seeing something that you ain't used to, and you fuck it up. Then you realize, like, hold on,
all the money you could have saved.
Yeah,
your bills ain't that much.
Yeah, so I think a lot of women who has that mindset, like them Hollywood Hills girls, them Orange County joints, they ain't been in the position to have to fuck up money and understand the value of it. You feel what I'm saying? They undervaluing the dollar. You know what I'm saying? Or overvalue. I don't know which one is the right correct, under or over. But they probably, like a lot of the women that look at that, bro, ain't never had that money they goddamn self to understand how that works. So it's just a Jalen point. You know.
Thank you, Betty.
For sure.
CJ, what you got, bro? Did you answer already?
No, I ain't answer. I'm gonna say it's both, because I've had a lot of conversations with men that like they have decent jobs with money, and I've had like money talks with them, just like talks about whether it's like hustles or how to manage certain finances and whatnot. And they get the idea. They got the understanding. Like, I ain't gotta do too much prawing and pricking for that. But then those same exact conversation with a woman, they just make it sound like it's so simple and easy. It's just like this, and it's just like, girl, you skipped like 30 steps and was like, yeah, I finished. It's good. We're straight. Like, nah, like you can't just. Now, I ran the girls that I've had those conversations about financial stuff, and they ask the questions. That's what I like to hear. Like they'll start the conversation, then I tell them, well, this is this. Well, how do I do that? Well, how do you get to that? Well, wait, hold on. Like, well, what you got to do to do that? And I'd be like, well, it's this and it's that. But then if you do this, you got to do that. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, but what about this? See, that lets me know you're paying attention. But no, most of these girls ain't doing that. They just, well, if all else fails, just make more money. What? So niggas got to have like 30 side hustles. Now I got to have an Airbnb, a Uber. I gotta sell drugs and have that 9 to 5. Like, come on now. Like, they just, I'm gonna say it's both. Shout out to the ones that got common sense, but god damn, to the ones that don't, get your shit together.
All right. So here's my follow-up question. For women out here dating, what do you think will be a realistic number they should expect their future boyfriend to make?
Depends on the age group.
All right, you pick the age and you give me the number.
If they because I feel like if you're in your early 20s, you don't really need to be dating for real, for real. You need to be getting your shit together. But if you're in like your late 20s, he should at least be doing like 50, 60. If he in North Carolina. Like if he in like the more expensive states like California, well, Southern California, because Northern California ain't that expensive, but Southern California, fucking Florida, lower part of Florida, New York, like they in areas like that, then you might in your late 20s, you might need to be kind of 60, like it's more like 75, at least 75. But if you're in North Carolina, I mean 55, 60 ain't bad. You know, this is the max. This is the maximum I'm talking about. Like at the most, 55, 60 if you like in North Carolina. But if you're in them hotter areas, you might at most you need to be at least 75. You ain't gotta be no 100, no 6K nigga in your late 20s. Like it's not that big of a deal, bro. It's not.
Bino, what number should a woman realistically be looking for?
I really can't put a dollar amount on it because the shit varies in so many different reasons. I would say you just look at the nigga should be making maybe 2 to 3 times more than his cost of living. So I would say look at, because you really can't put a number, because like CJ saying, you got different states, so that's going to change the number. You got different careers that's going. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't really know I think the freaking national average is like maybe 40 or 50,000 or some shit like that.
It is.
But
It is.
but so if you want to go on it, if you have knowledge on what the average is, so if you saying, because it really ain't about if he make 40 or 50, it's about if his cost of living is costing 40 and 50. You feel what I'm saying? So if he make 50, his cost of living shouldn't cost no more than 20, 25. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So I would say more so focus on his lifestyle than what he makes and how he manages his dollar. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about the relationship shit, that only would work if the shorty is willing to either live lesser than the average American wants to live, or either she's willing or she's willing to bring whatever she can to the table. So even with him, because now he's making 2 to 3 times more than his cost of living, but that's for him. With including you, either you be cool with the 2-bedroom crib, you know what I'm saying, or you be cool with bringing something to the table to help that income be a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So,
like Jalen, what's the number these women need to be looking for when they out here dating in these streets?
And I have to give an age?
Yeah, you can put an age on it.
Okay. My age bracket.
What's that age bracket?
20s, all of the 20s.
Okay.
20 to 29.
Is that the salary or the age range you're about to get?
The age range, because I ain't 30 yet, CJ. I ain't even close to 30. I look 12. Anyway, age bracket of 20 to 29, he's probably making like 30,000 a year, 30, 40.
That's fair.
Considering he may be in school, considering that it's hard to find a job that'll pay you more than 30 to 40 and you don't have any experience prior. Now, if you're like me at 25 and you're already doing, big things, 25 to 30, I would say 50 to 60, because you may have a degree or you may be in an internship. A lot of internships start off at 60, depending on the industry you're in. I know that for a fact. So 50 to 60 isn't really too much to be looking at from a guy.
That's fair. I like it. That's sound advice. I think that this is going to sound crazy, but I promise I'm going to make it make sense. And pardon self for eating. Like I said, sidebar. Anyway, this food is delicious. So I think that the way I would look.
Next time we're on this motherfucker, I'm having a full course meal in this bitch.
I've had my camera off this whole time because I'm eating Chipotle.
So y'all flexing on my soup or something? Like, what's going on?
Nah,
these wings is hitting, bro. My bad. Like these shit slap. These shits are slapping. Shorty got me a mixed drink and everything. Like she did a big one, bro. But
well, we know who paid that shit around that motherfucker. Then.
Yeah, it's just slapping. But this would be my advice, yo.
Petty.
Petty as hell. Petty. This would be my advice, yo. To a woman that's looking to get with a guy, more to Bino's point, what I would tell my daughter is go to his crib, see how he living. See whether you can see yourself downgrading to what he has going on and help to build him up and make more. Only because that's the most practical thing when we're talking about modern relationships. Of course, we want our children to have their own, date, casually get married, but we know that the reality of life is gray as fuck. And it's not doing anything but getting more expensive. So I think that if, I had to give advice to a woman that was thinking about moving in with a man and you're thinking about a number, the better way to think about it is, can I see myself adding to what he already has to lighten that load and put in where I can? Because clearly, if he already has his own shit, that means that he is self-sufficient. He's self-sustaining. And again, that's something you got to check into too, because motherfuckers be capping. Like they be staying in expensive ass apartments, broke as fuck. So that's the first thing you got to figure out is
Apartments be empty. Sorry.
As a motherfucker. No, you know the count.
Should be
You going that bitch in this one child.
Hey man, if he got beanbag chairs and a bump bed, he good.
Leave.
Bro, if his mattress is on the floor, no headboard,
hey, but listen,
TV on the floor, no mas, no mas,
so
no
so
mas.
he got a place, don't he?
So
he got a place, don't he? He got a crib, don't he?
Okay, once we start hitting 30, ain't no way we saying so. I'm not telling my child.
But you said 20.
Mom,
you said 21 to 29 for your number.
Now I said 30 and up. Now, Mom, I went to his house.
I was shifting goalposts and shit.
I went to his
my
house,
man can't be 30 going through rough time.
He has his TV on the floor. He doesn't really have the setup we have at home. He doesn't have that. And he also doesn't have curtains. Leave him. No mas.
What do you need all that extra shit for? He ain't got no woman. He ain't got no kids.
Yo.
That nigga good.
No.
And I ain't gonna lie though, Jalen right? And I hate to say shit like this because y'all know I'm a man's man and I love the brotherhood. But if I get you to that, I've been through some shit. You feel me? Motherfucking apartment and ain't as an air mattress in a beanbag. Gotcha, bitch. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you feel what I'm saying? So I agree. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about how it is now, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I agree. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get up out that jam.
You better be in a dorm room, not a fucking apartment. What the?
Yeah. Hey, man, y'all worrying about the wrong thing. If that man got his own little sanctuary, that nigga at peace. Don't fuck with that man peace because you want that nigga to be living in a mansion. Let that man be great.
But that's my point.
Say nothing about no man.
That's my point though. Your peace gonna be fucked up because you worrying about getting somebody up over there instead of going to get your little section of couch, queen size or something. So that's my point. Like,
I'll say this.
Or something. I don't know. If you
Exactly. I was about to say this, y'all. Now, this is the thing, y'all. If you got in the apartment and your motherfucking TV's on the floor and that air mattress got a hole in it and that shit keeps dropping down in the middle of the motherfucking night, maybe you need to downgrade one more of the motherfucking rooms. Maybe you need to go from that one bedroom to a studio, big dog. Maybe you need to downgrade from a 3-bedroom to 1 bedroom. Because clearly, to this point, you are living outside of your means. Back to Bino's point, you can't be, there's no way in the fuck you living a third less if all you can afford is a mattress and the goddamn TV and your rent's paid. Like, to me, you hustling backwards as a bitch. Boy, you better downgrade and don't let your pride get you fucked up out here in these streets. Because that's what it sounds like.
See, I went about the wrong thing. Look, the TV on the floor, it's just because he ain't had a day off. When he get that day off, he gonna mount that motherfucker. If that bed got a hole in it, ain't nothing like a little bit of good old duct tape and pump that bitch right back the fuck up. We good to go.
Because this was gonna fuck you up, Bino. My daughter walked in the motherfucking house. She like, yo, the TV was on the floor. And I was like, let me guess, you had to move his goddamn Jordans out of the way because the remote didn't work, right? Tell me I'm lying. Nigga, kids be fresh as a bitch.
The TV not on the floor no more. It's been mounted, sir. I done got a new air mattress that don't got a hole in it. Now I'm stacking my air mattresses. Come on now. It's a double-decker air mattress bed.
If you gotta sit on the floor and he inviting you over.
Yeah, this ain't it, Chief.
No mas.
This ain't
it, man. In Kuwait and Saudi Arabia, that's common to be sitting down there on the floor. Like, that's a normal thing. Everything's low level.
That ain't normal in America.
That's good for your back.
That ain't normal in America.
Go get a Kuwait woman a motherfucking
right.
So she won't trip. Because other than that, nigga,
they gonna trip. They gonna act up. They gonna act bad.
Hey, shouts out to the women who did that shit, dudes. But they know how it ended up turning out for them. But shouts out to the ones who dealt with it. But it's really early in your 20s, probably now. You know what I'm saying? That you know, you don't require as much puppy stuff. But like Jalen said, 25 and up, no mas, man. No mas.
All right, fellas.
Adios, amigo.
Because I'm gonna start asking, do you need help to decorate? Oh no,
man, he need help decorating.
He start coming up with excuses why he can't go up to rooms to go. Let's go to rooms to go. I ain't got paid.
There go Jalen with the psychology questions. Like, no, I was at Renner Center, but you know what I'm saying? They said I had to wait a few more months and shit because I gotta get this shit on my chest. Damn.
Can't get a Renner Center. Oh, that's a problem.
Now, for real, nigga, APR have your ass lit.
Man, look, y'all gotta stop coming down on the brothers that's just trying to make it. Man, let that man be great with his air mattress, his TV on the floor. You muted. Like, let that man be great with the little bit he got.
We ain't saying he can't be great. I'm just saying that we invite no motherfucking company into that shit, nigga.
That's all.
Invite whoever you want to. Look, that's what you're supposed to do. You need to invite that girl over while you going through this type of lifestyle. That way, when you on the come up, if she was willing to stick with you when you was like that, nigga, that's the one right there.
You set yourself up for Eddie. I want half, and all she gonna do is remind you about your broke ass. When I was fucking with you with your broke ass in that shitty ass apartment, your feet stink.
Then I'm be like, now look at us. We rich. We chilling. Now the same beanbags that we was in, it's now a fucking Cali king size bed, custom made. Come on now.
Strata and Bino were right.
By the way, if y'all ain't got one, I highly recommend you get you a Cali king bed, but make sure it's customized. Cause this shit right here, nigga. Yeah.
Anyway,
you gotta downgrade.
Downgrade to that 4x4 where you turn around in the kitchen, the bedroom, and the bathroom in the same room.
Yeah.
So you mad at he in a studio apartment?
No, I said downgrade to a studio.
Downgrade to a studio, nigga. You can't afford that one bedroom. Shitting me.
So if he downgrade to a studio, but he still got the bean bag and the air mattress, what's the problem?
CJ, think about it. Oh, the difference between a studio and a one bedroom is a fucking wall. You are just paying to separate your bedroom from everything else. Get a studio. Just get a studio. Just get a studio
and thug it,
man. And a one bedroom and a studio is the same price out here. Sometimes the studios cost more out here.
The studios are way less here compared to a one bedroom.
Oh, that must be
and
in Texas,
you get to stay in a high rise or a mid rise apartment complex with a studio budget. Just do it. It's fine. You could bump parties. It's just your bed gonna be there. That's it.
Yeah.
You gonna have a couch, but your bed gonna be in the same room.
Thanks, nigga. And then you go, the microwave is right there. Like you turn around, it's right there, bro. On the same shit. It looked better.
I don't know.
Imagine you got a window.
I ain't judging no man that's got his place by himself. If he by himself and all he got in that shit is an air mattress and a bean bag and a TV on the floor, he by himself. He chilling. He ain't got no kids, no wife, no girlfriend, no nothing. I ain't judging that man for that. That's him. He ain't got no responsibilities outside himself.
It's about how it works. We already talked about this, right? If a woman is really down with you in that situation, like you saying, what you right? She'll be down. Then she the one. But 9 times out of 10, that woman down with you, instead of waiting for you to get together, she's gonna make herself useful and put things in here. Then it's gonna lead to what Strata is saying. Then it leads into, nigga, I did this, I did that. It goes back to our whole premise, the whole show, how they gonna throw that shit back in your face, or they gonna feel like they have a right to emasculate you because they made themselves useful. So don't let one little slip up happen. Don't let you slip up not one motherfucking time. Don't let you say no not one motherfucking time. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's not judging him, it's more so protecting that man from these things. So just downgrade or wait until you get your shit right where you can put furniture in your 2-bedroom bay window apartment or whatever the case may be.
And I'm gonna take it a step further. If all of this is too much, then I am back to motherfuckers going back to group style living. Like maybe you need to find you a roommate. Maybe you need to sublet a room, my nigga. Like maybe you don't need the whole crib. You can sublet a house with 4-5 more roommates, and yeah, it's dorm style, but it's a whole lot cheaper. Y'all got communal spaces, but again, man, my whole thing is stay the fuck down till you come up, man. That's what all this is about.
I got a better solution.
What's that?
Stay with your fucking parents.
I know
it's gonna be difficult. They gonna get on your goddamn nerve. Stay with your fucking parents, especially if all they require you to do is pay a percentage of the bills that come in. Stay with them. It ain't gonna hurt, bro. All you gotta do is on a weekend, hey, I'm not gonna be here this weekend. You get a break. You ain't gotta hear their mouth. Everything's done before you leave. It's fine.
And then guess what, Jalen? Now you can afford the telly if y'all really want to get it in. Now you can really put money while you saving for your own shit. Now you can really take her somewhere where y'all comfortable, and you ain't got to worry about telling get the fuck out because she know when checkout is. You heard me. But you know, that's another conversation for another day. We ain't got there yet. Baby steps. Baby steps. So move in with your mama or daddy, right? That's on the table. Studio apartments and roommates. But the goal is to get within your means. Make it so your bills are manageable. Whatever the fuck it looks like. There's another thing, fellas. If they fuck with you, they gonna fuck with you. If they don't, they ain't. If they don't fuck with you, they looking for an excuse anyway for an out. But if she fuck with you, she gonna sit her happy ass on the air mattress with you, rock out, and still laugh at them at the TV while you move your Jordans out of the way. If she don't fuck with you, she like, this ain't for me. Or again, y'all ain't paired, and that's fine too, because either way, you gotta know. But I think I err more on the side of I'd rather you live comfortably within your means and being presentable than for you to just be out your body because that's what everybody on Instagram and TikTok, where they all stay in an apartment complex and none of y'all got no motherfucking furniture because y'all trying to impress each other and everybody broke. So I'd rather the alternative be you downgrade and be more comfortable. That's just my advice.
Disclaimer, because I think that was dangerous, like you do me. What you just say, I think what you just said was dangerous, like you do me sometime, right? So okay. Disclaimer for what you said, right? But the disclaimer is age range 25 and less. If she fuck with you, she gonna fuck with you on the air mattress. 30 something plus, especially if she got kids, she gonna fuck with you until she gotta sit on the air mattress.
That's fair. That's fair. I appreciate the context. I appreciate the context, bro.
That's wild. That's
air
wild
mattresses be
like
comfortable sometimes. No lie.
Yeah,
they do be comfortable.
Especially because you know that, like, go back to that broke man stuff. That broke man gonna get busy on that mattress. You gonna have happy.
I'm not even thinking about that, Bino. I just said how comfortable it could be.
I know comfortable till he get busy. Then you gotta have his duct tape on hand, like CJ talking about. You gotta have that shit on.
Right. That bitch gonna deflate in the middle of the night. You been up in the floor.
That's the problem. People think that when you got that air mattress with the hole in it, you supposed to put duct tape and call it a day. That's not how it works. How it works is you put right there where that little cut is, you put a little bit of super glue there, and then you put the duct tape on top of that. That shit ain't gonna never leak.
Yeah, but you gotta find the motherfucking leak. That's what the issue be. See, y'all can tell we all been broke in real life.
Oh, you gonna find that leak because you know how you find a leak? You put all the air in it, right? And if it's a slow leak, you get right in front of the air mattress, right? You drop your whole body on it. And when you hear that little noise, you know where it's at. You know where it's at. We don't know what I'm talking about, goddamn it. Niggas know. Don't be acting like that, Jay. Niggas know how to find that shit.
And the majority of
I ain't never had to be on an air mattress, CJ. I don't know nothing about that.
Nigga, I was using I was using Windex for my kid. Like I was praying a little bit, like
yeah, do the water test. Do the water test too for sure. Yeah, yeah.
I've only ever had a mattress, even though I've been broke.
Yeah, you doing great, man.
Privilege.
Good for you. Right? Good for you.
So
good for
privileged.
you. Good for you, Miss Bougie.
So I know how I go.
I will forever be blue. I'm proud. Shit.
I feel you. Hold on to that shit.
I worked hard for it. God damn it.
All right, fellas. We gotta get some advice to the fellas. What are some financial red flags when you dealing with a woman that you dating? What are some financial red flags you be like, yo, run, nigga, run? I gotta hear this.
Bino, come back.
That nigga went memory lane. He was like, damn, that shit was fucked up. How can I not personalize this? This nigga speaking on camera, bro. I ain't fucking playing with y'all tonight, bro. We try to help the community, niggas.
DJ turning her own screen on. It was his goal.
Financial red flags.
Trying to stop the damn phone call. Damn, people from work. I guess they talking about tomorrow. But
financial red flags, CJ.
Financial red flags. Man, look, if y'all start talking and she hits you with the, like, hey, how you doing today? Man, nothing. Just trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay these bills, walk out. That shit. Dead that motherfucker off quick, boy. Don't you fucking tell me I'm trying to figure out how to pay these bills. Well, good luck. Shit.
This nigga said run.
Like who?
Oh,
Like
wow.
I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna pay this light bill tomorrow.
I'm in the
That's
blind
crazy
date.
because I went on that date the other day, but them damn them toes and nails, they were looking real clean. All of a sudden, this light bill got to get to it. So that's crazy.
Being fly in the dark.
Yeah, shit like that. You gotta run for the hills and stuff like that. If you trying to get serious with somebody, but yeah, no matter what, they don't never try to tell you like about their financial history, or at least try to tell you like how much they make or what they do for a living. If they curve that a lot, like you might want to leave that because they might be one of them scammers that be trying to get with Jalen. Like it's just little shit. You just gotta listen in on certain stuff. But at the end of the day, if they curve around everything financial, you might want to go ahead and dead that. Yeah, dead that shit.
All
right, Dino, let's go.
What CJ said for sure, but we're gonna go with some key points. All right. Nails, hair done, feet done, bald tires. Financial.
Hey, yo, that's bad. You know what's crazy? You said that shit, Vito. I instantly had a couple of women in my head that literally was that. Everything looking ready to go. Tired, bald as fuck.
The figuring out bills was clutch. That was clutch though for sure. So that, like you said, the next morning, what you about to do? Oh no, I was just gonna chill for the day. Financial red flag. What you mean you chilling for the day? What you about to do? Like, that means what you about to do? That means do something. Chilling is not doing anything. Financial red fucking flag. No, what you about to do? Don't you gotta go to work? Don't you gotta something that brings income in this 20?
Some people be off during the week.
Nah, if you off, you need to get up and get on because, like, yo,
Vino.
Hey, Vino, what? She been chilling for like 3-4 days.
Man, tell you, man, Jalen, the dudes got to look out for this because even if you ain't got nothing to do, you need to act like you got something to do. Like, the whole idea of just chilling is a red flag. Like, go read a book and figure out do something. That's a red flag because it's mentality. Like, what you mean you chilling? Like, you're not chilling, you know? Because I'm not chilling. So that's one. That's one. So, bone nails, tires. That's one like that. You never have nothing like you go out and shit like that, and she never offer the tip, right? Like, if she don't offer the tip, like, she's not gonna offer it every time. But if y'all been out 5 times and the tip was never offered, financial red flag. Your birthday come, you don't get shit, financial red flag. You don't get shit, financial red flag.
Well, Ma, you gonna get something? She gonna get that pussy. She gonna wrap it up.
Nah.
She gonna put on the negligee. It don't work.
Like, these are financial red flags, bro. Like, for real. Like,
that's funny.
Go to a crib, shit always broke. That's because it's like you sacrificing something. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck your washing and dryer broke, or but you lit though. Like, them red bottoms. Ain't them shits red bottoms? You feel what I'm saying? Why them be still in the closet? You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's red flag, bro. Like, but that's just a few I got. I can do this shit till next week. But we ain't got this time. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, y'all better look for them points, man. I was trying to tell you, fellas, look for them key points. Look for them. Shit always broke. You know what I'm saying?
My face hurts, bro. Y'all ain't shit. Let's go to solutions. Solutions to delusional.
We ain't doing red flags for broke niggas. We do.
Oh, my bad, Jalen. You
have shit. Now, let's go head on to solutions real quick. Go ahead on to solutions. That shit.
You have
for broke niggas. She over here got a bunch of damn drug dealers and scammers trying to shoot their shot at her. Ain't that them niggas ain't broke?
And they ain't never made it past this threshold. Amen. If he forget his wallet at home for any date, for any reason. If he forget his wallet at home. Oh, do you have Apple Pay? I don't have it.
Hey, yo, that's
if all he want to do is meet at a park and y'all been on 6 dates, no mas.
Hey, yo.
If every time you FaceTime him, he's in the car, no mas.
Damn.
I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that one because I don't like that shit neither. I'm gonna give you that one.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
When you go to his crib that he claims is his, and his homeboy be there, he ain't never there by himself. His homeboy, the same one, always there. No mas.
And when he blow his breath, when the roommate blow his breath every time y'all come in, like,
I thought this was your place. Oh yeah, he down bad right now. Even on the couch. No mas.
Yo, this is tough.
If every time you plan a date, he gotta change the day to the day he get paid, no mas.
Damn.
Nah,
no
I don't believe that one.
No mas. No mas. That means he ain't got no money saved up, but he asking you on a date. No mas.
Yo.
He trying to plan it on his payment frequency. Nope. You too broke.
But what if he used the last paychecks to what niggas be doing? To pay the bills and shit. And now this is the this the check that it's his play money.
I said every time, meaning there is no break coming.
Like what data?
If every time you get a gift from him, and it's either from CVS, Walgreens, no mas.
Shit. Oh,
he
shit.
Can't get you a personalized gift. He can't go on Amazon. He can't do it. He just go to CVS, Walgreens, Family Dollar.
Yo, this nigga down
Dollar
bad.
Tree. No mas.
Shit.
Don't do it.
What she's saying is fair because every time I did all that shit, I was broke as hell. So she's keeping it fair. Like probably over positive. You know what I'm saying?
If he gotta, when he make a payment, and he gotta split it on 2 different payment methods, no mas.
Damn.
None. No exception.
I'm gonna give you that one. I'm gonna give you that one because I always felt like that was weird. Hey, I'm gonna pay 65 with this card, and the rest gonna be on cash. Like, yo, what the fuck you got going on? Like,
I could keep going till next month, Bino.
Okay, we're not doing this with y'all.
Till next month.
Thank you, Jalen, for the feedback on broke nigga red flags. I appreciate the guys. We're not doing this shit with y'all. We getting the solutions. We gonna wrap this up, man. It's been a fun show. I appreciate y'all, man. Like this has been dope. Y'all made this show fun, and I appreciate it. Now we're going to solutions for delusion and ignorance with money and relationships. CJ, what you got for us, brother?
Solutions for money and ignorance. Goddamn. Man, look, if you a young nigga, bro, you really just gotta, when you're gonna do college or get a trade, which I would lean more to the trade, just rack your money up. Focus on you for real. You can't, if you put your mind on everything else in the world instead of trying to build yourself, boy, it's gonna be a hard hill to climb when you get in your like late 20s going into your 30s, boy. So you might want to get that shit out the way early. Get the job, work your way up, save your money, learn financial education. Like you need to get all that shit up at an earlier age. Don't waste time blowing your money on everything because everybody got the next fresh. That shit dumb as fuck. Like don't do that shit. So definitely get financially educated and get a job or career or like a good trade. Which nowadays, plumbing, electrician, shit like that. Get jobs like that and just build yourself up. Don't be worried about these women on the side, boy. They ain't nothing but another bill.
I like it. Jalen, what solutions you got for the topic?
For broke people?
Yep. Or just people in general. They ain't gotta be broke.
Oh, they gotta be broke.
Yeah, like damn. She think we did a show for the brookies.
She just went straight at for broke people.
Went straight for the
I got nothing for them. I ain't bougie.
Damn. Nigga, I got
These
mattresses.
broke niggas. Why I gotta get an advice?
Get a mattress,
bro.
Oh, Lauren been watching me this whole time. I've been acting up. Shout out to my wife.
Oh, shit. Shout out to Lauren.
I would say that being fiscally responsible is the goal. No matter how much you make, it don't matter how much you make. If you are fiscally responsible, you can make shit work. Now, I'm gonna be honest. If you got kids, I ain't got nothing for you. Like CJ said, it's harder. So I ain't got nothing for you if you got kids. But if you don't have kids, keep it that way. Life is cheap without kids. Life is cheap.
I ain't never heard that shit worded like that.
Life is cheap without kids. Kids are a blessing, but they expensive.
No, I'm talking about that. My wife, my life.
We're not entertaining Lauren shenanigans right now. She can be with us for another 45 fucking minutes.
You
She
still in your feelings because you said something about your forehead.
Right. I told her when I see her, we're gonna have a motherfucking headbutt contest, and I don't lose, bro.
Damn.
Fucked up, bro. I'm telling her forehead bigger than mine, bro. She don't believe shit.
Yo.
You ain't seen her in real life. Her forehead is bigger than yours.
I know. That's what the fuck I know.
Yeah. Her forehead. I'm sorry, Lauren.
Wife and I snitch.
Don't divorce me. Don't.
Yeah.
Anyway,
truth is
love does not trump financial stability. At least to me, it don't. I can't be in love with you and you not financially stable. I will always at some point resent you for it. So, men, don't worry about dating if you broke. Unless you dating a woman who's broke and willing to ride it out like Bonnie and Clyde. It's not gonna work. You broke. That's a reality. You broke.
Yeah.
Get it together. Brokey. You brokey. Get it together.
Pino, what you got, bro?
Shit, man. DJ and Jalen really said some things. So to not say what they said, I would say let's see. Comparison is a thief of joy. So don't compare, don't compete, but complete. And complete like the things that they said. I will also add on that though money shouldn't be always a conversation, and though money shouldn't be it's hard to say money shouldn't be a number one priority, because we could go with this old kumbaya love shit like Jalen said, but bro, I'm a realist, bro. I used to be optimistic by nature, by my sign, but real life showed me that optimistic shit only works in certain situations, right? So I think not necessarily money shouldn't be like number one point, but having long-term financial goals and the idea of wanting to be having some wealth should be like a top priority for both parties. So if people want to go off, oh, I love you, you love me, shit, fuck no. You know what I'm saying? Like that love only gonna last as long as you being comfortable in your lifestyle lasts, I feel like. So like I said, once again, I'm not trying to repeat myself, but money shouldn't always be the topic for the conversation, but financial goals should be a priority for sure. So don't compare, don't compete, complete, and have financial goals at the very top of your list. If it's not going to be number one, at least have it at number two.
Like it. Think my solution. I'm gonna go with the practical route. Step one: itemize your bills. Itemize your day-to-day bills. Get you a spreadsheet. Go through whoever you bank with. Figure out what bills are set up for the month. Write down the due dates and the actual amounts. You then, on that same spreadsheet, you also need to include when you get paid. Do you get paid bi-weekly, weekly, monthly? Take a look at that number very closely. Those two numbers are very important because everything else is going to literally come down to what those numbers tell you about yourself. One or two things going to happen. Either you're going to be shocked at how much your basic bills cost and how broke you are, or you're going to realize that you make either one, two things. Either going to realize that you're blowing your money on frivolous shit, or you're going to come to the conclusion that your lifestyle is bumped up against it and you got a little bit more work to do. But either way, you got to have those numbers. Know how much you bring home gross, know how much your bills are. Set your budget accordingly. Also, start the saving process now. The amount of Americans that don't have $1,000 in their savings accounts is scary. So I would go with, start saving based on those two numbers, and just know every savings account starts $1 at a time. If all you can afford right now in your current life, because you're younger, is $3 every paycheck, make sure that $3 goes in your savings account first. The only way to do that is to know what bills you got paid and how much you have left. Pay yourself first. Start your savings first. Once you get a nest egg together, the next thing you need to do is start running down your debts. Take the smallest debt that's on your credit, pull your credit report, start with the smallest debt, pay that shit off. Or you can do the avalanche effect, pay a little bit on the biggest ones. But the idea is that you figure out, itemize your bills, figure out how much you make, save, pay off debts, and then you can start treating yourself once you have something to celebrate. A lot of times we love our instant gratification. We like to get paid and go blow money fast because we think we earned it because we put in 40 hours at somebody else's job, right? And that ain't the case. Delayed gratification is the way to go. Also, success and money is boring and monotonous. Anybody that tells you anything different is a fucking lie. Anybody that's really out here touching real paper, whether they're doing with 5 hustles, 4 hustles, or 1, the monotony is boring. It will bore you the fuck to death. There's nothing sexy. There's nothing dope about doing the motherfucking spreadsheet or figuring out an app of your phone and paying bills. This shit ain't supposed to be sexy. It's supposed to be consistent. So, again, ain't nothing fly about this shit. It ain't no shortcut. A nigga selling you a pipe dream of a cheat code. He a fucking lie. It ain't gonna work. He's probably trying to take the money and so he can live the lifestyle and lie and stun on his Instagram followers. So this is a slow grind. This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Your tomorrows might not look like nobody else's, but again, it starts with the self. This is my practical advice. Once you get all that shit together, you find somebody that is at least willing to be as transparent as you are with your shit and see if some of the things that you have, she also shares those things if you're a man or vice versa if you're a woman. But take it, make it practical, make it consistent, and you will get the results. And the results on the other side of boring monotony. Did I do a good job?
Yeah, you did.
I mean, you was alright or whatever. You over here trying to be all extra about fucking savings and shit, like longevity stuff. I mean, you was alright.
I try to sometimes. I'm smart sometimes, man. It come in waves.
If you got a car note, pay that shit in advance. Any bill you got, see if you can throw money at it in advance. And they call it a credit. That's what I do, especially with my car note. Because what's it called? What's that extra shit called? The
interest, APR?
Yeah. Once you knock down the interest with any amount that you put into it, it goes towards the principal.
Yeah, pay on your principal to get more equity in the things you have bills for that you can actually get some value out of. I love it, Jalen. That makes total fucking sense.
Also, I don't have a savings account. If you want to be risky like me, put that quote unquote savings into the stock market. That's what I do.
Yep.
Goes into my personal investment accounts quickly.
Also, high yield savings accounts. So if you're gonna go with the savings accounts, find one online the way you can at least get anywhere between. Should I see them as low as about 3% return? I've seen them as high as 7%. A high yield savings account, some upwards to 12%. It's a little different than it just
Sharon View Credit Union is 4%.
Robinhood has a savings account. If you open one with them, it's 4.5.
Yep.
And then you can invest in the same app.
Mm-hmm. And again, find ways for the money you saving to make you some money, and stop dipping into that shit. Could you be right back where the fuck you started? You're saving it for a reason, niggas. Budget your fucking fun. budget your fun. Ooh.
He makes it sound so horrible.
I know, because of it. Jalen, you know how this shit go for real, man.
Fellas. Get you a nice little apartment. Why y'all laughing? Get you a nice little apartment.
No furniture.
Air mattresses are cheap as fuck. And you can get them in a queen size. They probably got them in a king. I don't know about that one, but I know I seen them in a queen. Hey, whoa. Them beanbag chairs are cheap as fuck, and they usually come in sets of twos. I know for a fact you can get you like an $80 Snorlax shaped beanbag chair right now. Mail to your house. Put that bitch in the corner. Sit in there. You good. Get you a nice little TV from the Arab store, the little pawn shop. $40-$50. It's probably gonna be fucking Vizio, because Vizio ain't worth a damn no more. 34-inch, 40-inch. It's all good. Oh, you ain't got nothing to put it on? Fuck it. Put that bitch on the floor. The air mattress is on the floor anyway. It don't matter. You cooling. Dang.
And get to that
you need
paper.
Wi-Fi? That's why you stayed in the apartment. The next door neighbor's Wi-Fi don't have a password on it. You're welcome.
Don't listen to shit he says. Don't listen to nothing.
Hey, man. It's simple. It's basic. Dollar menu is here for a reason. Come on,
Ain't
man.
no more dollar menu.
Exactly.
It's
nigga.
$2 to $3.
Hey, look, and guess what? I'd rather tell these folks to drop $2, $3, $4 for a full course meal, that 4 for 4, whatever, before they drop $30, $40 at a restaurant. All right, they only feed it for themselves.
Yo, if you go to a restaurant, eat off the kids menu and have a great time.
That's some real.
It ain't enough portions. The portions still got to be good for a low price. McDonald's will do you good.
I guess that makes sense. So we got McDonald's, high yield savings accounts, consistency. I like it. We'll stop it there. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe to the SPS podcast. Tune in next Monday at 7 where we'll be breaking down the delusion and ignorance of marriage. Again, the delusion and ignorance of marriage. Now, we're not going to talk about being married. We're going to talk about the path to get to marriage. So if you're not married, definitely tune in. You can still be a part of the panel because, again, this is speaking to our futures. You know, again, my goal is to get all of my peoples that watch these lives marriage minded. You know what I'm saying? I want you to find somebody where you can figure it out with and find a practical way forward through this bullshit we got going on in the world. So the next show, we're going to discuss delusion and ignorance about the expectations of marriage. And we're going to go from there. But to my panelists, I appreciate y'all. To everybody watching, make sure you hit the like on the way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And Bino, what you got, bro?
I was about to say, if anybody that's married, that's watching our platforms right now, hey, please come up here because I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it here first. The Bino the baddie, he needs help. So I need y'all to get some help. Yeah, he was like, man, fuck that marriage shit. I ain't got nothing to tell y'all. I ain't married yet. We're gonna figure it out. We're gonna thug it through the next show too.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
Shout out to marriage. Marriage is beautiful. Even though I didn't get it. I only got the ring and then I dropped off.
Oh, we're gonna talk. We'll see you back here Monday, Jalen.
I told this story to you.
That's fine. I want you to tell it to the world.
I didn't told this story to the world. I'll tell it again. Fine.
Thank you. I appreciate you. We will see you back here next Monday at 7. Thank you so much, Jalen. To the guys, y'all know the count. Till next time. Peace.